Oh, there you go. Excellent connection. Wait, hold up. Is that how did you get your VR chat? How did you get your VR chat avatar into that? That is really cool. Oh, interesting. See. That's something I did not know. Mm. Oh yes. Mm. I'm assuming it has no body physics. Only the head is just physics. Like you're able to move your head around, but you can't move your body around. Oh. Mm. Uh, oh yeah. Mm. Earpiecing microphone feedback. This. It's the peaking. There we go. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, and if you also notice, there's several copies. Yeah, just keep infinite void. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. You could click on that. You could click on that test stream and then do the link that way. You could click on that. Now that looks like a link on that test stream and then do the link that way. You could click on that. My guess would have to be. My guess would have to be yes, because that'd be the same as. I almost forgot. Six. Oh, the wrist game.
A good one.
Mm. Gonna mail you my floor. Gonna eat the floor. Oh, I'm gonna eat the floor. Gonna
Mail you
gonna
my
mail you my
floor.
floor. Done. I couldn't even hear. I couldn't even hear the audio from the YouTube videos. Well, because I'm doing it from Discord, but that's probably. Oh yes, the royalty-free music. That's the best type. Mm. I mean, what most YouTubers do, they do have like music in their videos, but it's like they give credit to they put like the music kind of info down and like the description. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm, test. Test. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I literally went on so that literally nobody can hear you. They can hear your whoever's on Discord call with you except for you. No, but they can't hear you though. They can't hear you. Is what I'm saying. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try something real quick. Hold up. Yeah, yeah, literally. Yeah, nobody can hear Vicky's audio, but everybody can hear Discord audio. Okay, so yeah, that's why I left the call for like a few minutes. So what I can hear is the background music. I can hear myself, but I can't hear you on the stream. Yeah, in the stream. Yeah. Test.
Sensitivity, I think. Are you looking for sensitivity? I don't. I don't know. I'm sorry.
We're here to play the greatest mod in Minecraft history. All right, gather around. It's like Pokemon Wilbur. Ooh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's me. My bad. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, it was very quiet.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. No clue.
Is OBS itself taking audio from your microphone? Not you.
Okay. Device, default. Microphone is Samsung Q2U. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, I think I probably fixed it. I don't know why that wasn't the thing to begin with, but, okay, so now I'm gonna do, I mean, I'll do an audio test in a minute because the latency is like a minute-ish. Or, maybe it's not the latency, maybe I just keep accidentally pausing my stream, so I'm just gonna reopen the stream so it catches up. Let's see where it is. I'm gonna turn on the thing that helps me feel like how I feel right now. There we go. There's Duck. Okay, yeah, latency is pretty good now that I can see that visually. Okay, I'm gonna do another audio test where I listen to the stream. Turning off my mic.
Test.
I am also here testing as well.
Okay, well, hang on. Did I break it? Oh, hang on. There's so many things I'm turning on and off repeatedly to make sure my stuff is working. Okay. And I missed my window because latency, it was actually a little faster than I was expecting it to be. And by the time I was able to listen in on my own stream, I stopped talking. So I'm gonna do another minute of talking here, and then I will test the stream again to make sure the stream can hear me. And then also, if I'm really quiet, I once again have to figure out how to do the gain thing on OBS because my mic is so quiet by default. Where's my favorite brush? There it is.
Ow, frick.
You alright?
Ow. I just bent my hand in a weird way at work.
No.
Juice Beastbird, you gotta be careful.
I know, just grabbing a bar is some serious business.
There we go. What's that? See, I was meant to do a whole nother minute of talking, and then I got distracted for 30 minutes doing a doodle, and then I was like, wait, I'm not talking. End my suffering. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to think of something more interesting to say. 7 days without a pun makes 1 week.
How do you do, fellow gamers?
Wait, what up, gamer? It's one of my favorite bits on Game Grumps, where they're like,
Exactly.
oh, let's find something, gender neutral we can call people. What about gamer? Like, just walk up to your boss and be like, yo, what up, gamer?
Oh wait, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Yay! Which one is my smile? I don't know if I have any of those smiles connected. I don't know if I have any of the facial expressions connected.
I can hear you.
Oh, well, okay, actually there's echo from one of your guys' ends. I can hear myself
That's
through one
probably
of you
me.
guys.
Not from
Okay.
my end.
That tells me it's working! Yay! Oh, Carmen, you look so fabulous with your hair physics. Oh my gosh. That looks way better. That's how stiff everything is on the Quest. It's like the more you play VR chat, with PC so you can see physics, the harder it is to go back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's just a little thing, but like it adds so much.
And I'm just here being like, huh, never known Quest.
Yeah, Beastbird has never played VR chat on Quest. So I'm not saying like it can be ugly, but I do have a couple of avatars that do feel downright ugly on the Quest version, and that's
I'm
quite the
not
bummer.
gonna say it's gonna be ugly, but it can be ugly.
It can be ugly. So one of my favorite avatars, and I'll just bring it up.
Holy crap! I need to go to the bathroom.
Well, then go do that, dongle.
I am.
Okay, so this avatar is one of my favorite avatars. So it's called Mystic Fox. It's the one with the galaxy hoodie where the galaxy texture moves on PC, but not on Quest for some reason, even though I have other cross-platform avatars with moving textures just fine. So like that's up to the avatar author to make it function that way. But anyway, this is one of my favorite ones. And for one, it's like, oh, it's on Quest, the galaxy texture on the hoodie doesn't move, and that's kind of a bummer. But on Quest, not only does it not move, but you can see all of the polygons that the sweater is made out of, and it looks downright hideous, in my opinion, because of how it's shaped. With the moving texture, like, you just don't notice how it's shaped. And on top of, like, it's got a few other cool effects, like it's got sparkly eyes, sparkly fingernails, and it's got like these like music things, like music waves above the ears and tail, and I'm like, oh, it looks so cool. It looks way cooler on PC, basically. So I still like using it, especially when I'm around PC players, and I can't see how cool it looks, but I know they'll see how cool it looks. So yeah, this is one of my favorite public avatars, is Mystic Fox here. So I keep wearing that one, even though like I have recently acquired a bunch of new galaxy related avatars that I've been wearing. So Mystic Fox is collecting a little bit of dust, so to speak. But yeah, when I was playing on PC the other day, I pulled her out again because I'm like, oh yeah, this one looks so cool on PC. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It does look really cool on PC. Yeah. So like one of these days I'll get my VTuber avatar uploaded to VR chat too, but I don't know how to do any fancy effects, so it's still gonna be tempting to keep using public avatars with their effects that my VTuber will not be able to have because I don't know what I'm doing yet. If there's anybody who does cool VR chat effects on avatars, message me. I might commission you to give me a fancy version of my VR chat avatar when I'm ready. Because like there's so many like people I can commission, but those are people that you commission to make the avatar for you, and I'm like, no, I already made the avatar. I just want somebody to upload it with special effects and like hair physics and stuff.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
you could talk to ZMX, because he remember he used to like create
Oh,
that
heck,
one
there's-
avatar.
Hello, people in the chat. Hello, Wolfrey.
Hello. Hi, Wolfie.
Hi, Wolfie. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
So you are drawing, right?
I did do one doodle.
I might drop out of service here in a bit.
Yeah, if you have to drop out, that's fine. Yeah, if I'm still quiet, Wolfie said I'm quiet. I should still consider looking into OBS and remembering how to turn on the gain, so I'm not as quiet. I just don't remember how to do that. If I go to Clash, it was like listed as an effect. So let's try over here. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna give it a name.
Oh boy.
Remove because that just made like a perfectly black screen over my whole thing, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
No. is. Okay, well, I'm gonna do another audio test real quick, so I'm gonna be quiet for a moment.
Go on mute.
Okay, so the latency is actually too fast now, and I can't do the audio test. Oh,
I'm freaking Pyro do it.
I mean, yeah,
I can do it.
yeah, Pyro, you think you could do it? So turn off listening to me. I'll also mute myself, and then listen to the stream and listen to the audio levels. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, I just went mute.
Yep, that's the thing, isn't it? So the latency is actually kind of fast. So it's hard. So yeah, I need people outside of the Discord call to tell us what the audio levels are. It's like, how's...
What you could do is just do it on stream. Like, the chat don't get too quiet, turn it up, and just hope it's right.
You just hope it's right. But like, again, I don't remember where the gain feature is in frickin' heckin'.
The chat don't get too quiet, turn it up, and
Beastbird, you sound like you're underwater again.
Again, I don't remember where the game feature is.
good.
Good.
Beastbird, you sound like you're underwater again. I don't remember where.
Oh crap, I keep forgetting to mute myself. Well.
That's fine. But that also lets me hear it. Hello. How's it going?
I mean, the audio level kind of works for me, but it's... I mean, it's fine for me. I don't know about
Yeah,
other people.
it might be fine for now, but golly, I don't got much people in the chat to help out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine for me. I don't know about
Okay, I'm still gonna go back to Discord. If anyone hated that, I'm so sorry. I will try to have more manners on my real streams. I'm not a lady. I don't have any manners. Boop. Okay. I'm gonna do another.
Leveled harshly.
I'm gonna do another test listening to a YouTube video. I'm gonna click on this one.
Did you miss me? Admit it, you missed me. Name's Bill, but you can call me your new lord and master for all of eternity. Sorry, kid, but you're my puppet now. Soon, Mr. Ducky, we shall drink the beer of those who mocked us.
You can call me your new lord and master.
Creatures of sulfur and bone. And cute little paws. And cute little paws. True. We live only to create chaos and misery. Our only weaknesses are purified water and passive-aggressive comments sometimes.
Alright. Very nice. Okay, another video that needs to be removed from the playlist because YouTube is stupid and it adds things to the wrong playlist frequently. Okay. Just that's for my future reference and inevitable enjoyment. No one else is in the chat. Oh no. Should I? I'm gonna do it. I already sent the link to Me Mansion, but I'm gonna send the link again to a different Facebook chat. So I can annoy people? I don't know.
Every Discord group you're in.
Every Discord group. I'm just putting it into the games chat because that has a slightly different group of people in it.
Yeah, I'll be there in a sec.
There we go. Spamming my friends. Spamming my friends. Spamming my friends.
For this Gardic phone,
Oh my gosh.
we don't use a new mouse pad.
Ooh. So comfy. Soft. Oh, this is
Yes,
my
they do have to be very comfy.
this is my Opie mouse pad. It's a little embarrassing, but here it is.
Very important.
My artist drew my character. I mean, they drew me. It's very good art. What can you do with the mouse? With it, you can use it as a mouse pad, or you could hang it on your wall, or oh, I know, you can hang it on your door during Christmas, like a wreath, and so all your neighbors know that you're very festive.
You're like, what you like.
Your neighbors will know you're festive.
Okay.
Put Carmen a little lower.
Sounds good. Make sure you get the Drano food too.
Out of the box. Out of the box. This is my suffering. Do.
And then I'm gonna go home and shower and do stuff, and hopefully you'll still be streaming by the time I get to my PC.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much gonna go until I get bored.
Yeah.
But like,
Isn't that what every what every streamer does? Just like, hey, I'm gonna just stream till I get bored, then I'm gonna just say, hey guys, I'm ending the stream, goodbye.
right?
Except for Corona, Corona never. She's like 3 9-hour streams back to back, literally like 10 minutes apart from each other.
Well, that woman is crazy.
Yeah, she is. Oh, and Hololive English first gen is they had this little competition on who can make the longest stream. So far, Callie's in the lead with 11 and a half hours.
That's too long. But with that said, I was also like trying to watch Mewtwo King play Dark Souls for the first time. And he was just going, and my brother and I got bored and just went to bed. And then the next day, my brother went back on the stream and was like, huh, he's really far in the game now. Why is that? And the other people in the chat are like, he never stopped. This is from last night. He never stopped. And
yeah,
then,
they call it the 24/7 stream. It's a Mr. Beast challenge. The last person to stop streaming wins money. Wait, what?
okay, well that sounds kind of funny because it's a Mr. Beast thing. But yeah, Mewtwo King was going of his own volition and being an absolute maniac, and he kept going, and it was like 2 days straight, and he's like, I'm not even tired. And the whole chat, it was like, go to bed, dude. Just go to bed. And he's like, you'll have to give me more subs if you want me to go to bed.
Did you see, I know Nux Taco made like a video of like longest streamer wins this amount of money. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't watched Nux Taco in a while.
No, Nux Taco.
You guys hear about Ludwig's stream?
Which one was Ludwig again?
Ludwig is a streamer, I don't know too much about him, but he has a crazy, like, stream challenge that he did. Basically, every sub did 10 seconds to the overall length of the stream.
Huh.
And he expected it to go for, like, a week, and what that means is he will not end the stream, like, goes to sleep, goes to the bathroom, eats, whatever he does. He will not end the stream as long as people keep subbing. He went for a month straight
Oh
stream.
my
A month?
gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And people kept subbing and subbing and subbing. He's like, I thought it was gonna be just like a week,
Yeah.
but it was a month.
I mean, do you know the recent thing Rubber Ross did?
No.
Okay, he accidentally started this really weird trend with, what game is it? League of Legends or something like that?
Lol.
Lol, you're right. And then World of Warcraft. Wow. Right? I think it was League of Legends or something like that. Some online, some MMO situation.
Yeah.
Where, as a joke, he's like, I'm gonna eat 100 eggs. Like, his character is eating 100 eggs in a row, and it has an animation that plays every time he eats an egg, so there's a limit to how fast he can do it. So he's like, I'm gonna eat 100 eggs in the plaza, and you guys can watch. Like, he tweeted about it, and this instance went viral to the point where there was news articles about it from Kotaku, and even Japanese gaming journalism was covering
Wow.
this. Yeah, it was really, really stupid. So Ross came back, did another one where he's like, I'm gonna do like 1,000 eggs. And then recently he did it again where he made it like, tried to make it a big event where he's like, I'm gonna be live streaming this. I'm gonna eat such and such number of eggs, just an astronomical number of eggs, which is gonna take him like 2 days. And he says, I'm gonna sleep on stream straight up. I have my bed set up in camera and I'm gonna sleep. And also everything I eat during this time has to be egg based. So he had a bunch of egg related meals he had to eat IRL.
Yes.
So now there's a bunch of Rubber Ross memes about how he eats eggs. I don't know why he did this. I don't know, like, this is just a very bored man. I'm like, you can't be bored. You've got so much other funny stuff to do. Who's calling me? Who the F is calling me? What, the whole group wants to call? Uh-oh. I'm gonna deny it. Because I'm gonna say, if you want to be in the stream, I need more people who's not in the call to watch the stream. So I'm gonna deny it. Maybe another time I'll do like a whole group chat like this in a call, but right now I'm just testing my audio level, so I'm not gonna do that. I need more people like in the chat to help me out here.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
I accidentally hit the wrong button, but I was gonna get off anyways.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit if you're still streaming.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna try.
He's gonna try. Oh wait, I don't need to share the screen anymore. That's dumb. Okay, put that away. Ba, 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 ba. Oh no, now I'm all alone. Whoa. Alright, who is it? Who is it? Hello?
There we go. Okay, my earbuds were being a bit.
So
Stuff here.
that's fine, man. That's fine.
There's one thing I've learned about earbuds is that no, the controls are not manually; they're actually your forehead.
Exactly, your forehand.
Because I've learned that every single time, like, I do like a fist, and then I just kind of like hit my forehead twice. It literally either, if I'm in like Apple Music, it either just skips the song, or if I'm in Discord, it just has me leave the call.
Yeah.
Thanks, Apple.
Thanks, Apple. Very cool, except not. Your
And
products
then
suck.
a week later, people with earbuds, you can just see them with bruises on their forehead, and be like, what?
Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute already.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, she's so
So
cute.
what is it that you're drawing?
I'm drawing Carmen.
Oh yes, the very beautiful Carmen.
He's so cute.
This Friday at 4 p.m. Central. Will you break? Wait, no.
There he is. Oh, don't go, boy. You are. Although I gotta be freaking dongle about it, but.
Nah, you are fine.
Rotate him a bit. There we go. Oh, he's so fluffy.
Oh, I saw a green screen.
Yeah, there was a green screen for a moment while I rotate his angle. So now he's more like directly facing the camera. I'm like, oh, look at his hair. His hair is so fluffy. I want to pet it.
So fluffy.
I want to pet
Very,
his hair.
very fluffy.
It looks so much better with the hair physics. I will not have this available in VR chat anytime soon because apparently for dynamic bones, I have to download a separate package in Unity, and according to somebody, that costs money. So I'm like, no. So yeah, like I'm still considering like opening commissions for VR chat avatars, but I would have to have a lot of disclaimers on like what the avatar can and can't do, and there's a lot more can'ts I would be listing, and I'm like, that will probably be a big turnoff for a lot of people, like to see the number of can'ts on like what your avatar can't do if I were to make you an avatar. It's like, I can make you an avatar for VR chat, but it's not gonna have hair physics. It's only gonna have 4 expressions, not the maximum of 8 expressions, just because of how I understand the technology now. Like that's my maximum at the moment. The avatar may also have some visual glitches because I'm still trying to figure out the transparent mesh issue. But I also have yet to watch the newest VR chat tutorial video by Thea because she just released a new one that's way longer. And I'm like, I hope this updated one will help me get rid of the transparent mesh issue that I'm having, because that's probably my biggest issue. It's fine looking on my Mabel, and it's fine looking here on Carmen. Like, you're not going to notice it much on those 2 characters, but if I do more complicated stuff in the future, those mesh problems are going to be very garish and will pretty much be unacceptable by my standards. Like, I would feel too bad having an avatar that looks like that for a client. If I were to make somebody an avatar that looks like that, like that's, and again, that's gonna entirely depend on what the avatar looks like what kind of outfit they want is gonna depend on how horribly that mesh is gonna look. If they pick something really normal shaped, like, oh, I just want a hoodie and jeans, no problem. It's gonna look like a hoodie and jeans. If you want something a bit more complicated shaped, like what Carmen is wearing, where there's like holes in his sweater and stuff, and like the straps that like go downwards here, those are where like the transparent mesh is gonna freak out a little bit. Looks great here on VMagic Mirror. It's like if you want an avatar for VTubing, those problems are not gonna be there. You'll be able to have hair physics, so that looks good. You'll be able to have more expressions. So yeah, because the Vroid file is meant for this. This is ultimately what it's for. And yeah, it does have some arguments with Unity when I try to put it into VR chat. But even with all that, I love being able to make my own avatars and upload them as VR chat. I'm like, ooh, I made this. This is my OC. And now I'm wearing it. Like, that's dope. That's very dope. So I'm like, I want more people to be able to experience that. It's really cool to me. let's see. What if I do another video test? I have to pick something appropriate. Because not everything on this playlist is appropriate. Oh my gosh, I love these videos. I mean, there's a reason they're in my... they're in my thing.
What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful!
Anyway. This has been a detour. What else was I gonna test on here? I don't remember. Well, and there we go. Is that completely transparent? Yeah, it is completely transparent. I think I'll move it down in the corner though. Honestly, I should also make her a bit smaller. Let's see, where is she? How do I edit? Transform? Edit transform. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I don't remember how to retransform her, so I'll just leave it. I'll be making like my own GIFs and stuff for my streams eventually. Like I'll have my own custom stuff instead of just being like, her, it's a GIF from Tumblr. Like I'll have my own stuff. Everybody drink water.
I mean, yeah, drink water. I mean, if you think about it, literally animation is just several pictures moving. It's just several pictures.
Yeah, that's all animation is. That's all film is. Is just a series of images that flash in front of you to give you the illusion of movement. Fascinating, isn't it?
Are they in? Oh, they are.
Alright, hang on. Is my microphone picking up the annoying sounds from my neighbors? Have you heard that creaky sound? Yeah, like you hear the creaky sound coming from the walls?
The sound coming from the walls.
That would be my neighbor.
Oh.
That's not me. And I'm like, oh heck. I'll worry more about making sure I have a more appropriate what's it called? More appropriate recording environment. I'll make sure I have a better recording environment in the future. My current recording space is admittedly very, very echoey. I know this, and I know it's bad. I know it's super bad for audio. And yes, Z-Dog, I see you. I see you're going, oh, whoa. I just was in the middle of a thought and wanted to finish. Hi, Z-Dog. Welcome to the test stream. It has been absolute garbage so far, but that's the point. The thumbnail warned you. This is my chat now, he says. Okay, well, Z-Dog, what are you going to do with it now that it's your chat? And, now I'm realizing I shouldn't challenge a person on this because they could, like, end up abusing it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No light. Oh,
yeah.
no.
What are you gonna do with it, punk?
1, 2, 3, 4. This is the owner of my chat now. I know you're stealing.
There we go.
Oh boy. Oh, that's okay. Oh boy.
That's right. You have a keyboard. Are you gonna do anything of substance with that keyboard? Ha 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 ha. Now I'm just antagonizing him. But hey, look at the latency. Latency is pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what I would like to do next, even though I really like my drawing of Carmen. He's super cute. Let's get a new one
Z-Dog knows they can't physically do anything to take over stream.
Yeah, isn't that a shame? It's like you can spam all you want, but what are you gonna do, son? Yeah, didn't think so.
the only what's the only gonna be like the only streamer that doesn't have Nightbot in their chat.
Nightbot?
In their chat. Ugh.
What's Nightbot?
Huh?
What's Nightbot?
Oh, that's I've learned that's a bot like where like they kick people out of the chat if like they're disobeying the rules that they have set for the stream. Like you can't like spam or something like that. If they spam in like the chat, then you can get kicked from the chat.
I mean, I don't have any like bots to help enforce rules at the moment. So I'm like, oh, I'll worry about that later. I don't have like much of an audience anyway. And basically how I've had it work in the past is like literally any close friend I know of, you're a mod. Don't care if you know anything about modding or not, you're a mod. It's like you're a mod, look under your chair, you're a mod. Like definitely last summer when I was streaming with my sister, we were very much like, yeah, you're a mod. Yeah, like it literally, like for my sister and I's stream, like last summer when we were streaming the game Tomodachi Life, any and all of her friends were mods. It's like, if you're a close friend, we know you, boom, you're a mod. And like maybe we'll like go over some modding rules with a couple of the mods, just to let them know, like, okay, so, you know, it needs to be a safe for work stream. Let me know if there's some suspicious activity that I'm not paying attention to because I'm too busy paying attention to the stream. Because I'm not always gonna notice this stuff. I'm busy looking at the stream. I'm drawing my Ositea. I gave her very cartoonish poofy hair that works great in 2D but just does not work in 3D. And I do want to make an avatar of her, but her hair doesn't work in 3 dimensions, so I have no idea what I would do. She's so cute, I love her. Good job, the air is good. The air is good? Am I breathing on you? Z-Dog says that eat. Eat. It's good to eat. What are we eating? Eat, 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 eat. I'm genuinely not sure what to do at this point in the stream because I'm supposed to be testing tech, but I cannot test the tech myself. I need other people to check my audio balances for me. And I don't, like, unless people tell me like, hey, it's bad, you're too quiet, you need to turn up that gain that you don't remember where to find it. Unless I get that, like, I think I'm pretty set. I just need to do, you know, more test streams. Like, I'm gonna do this several times because just getting the stream started was very confusing. Eat what? Sushi. Sushi sounds good. Like, the thing is, because you're in the Discord call, you're listening to me through Discord, which is gonna sound different than how it does on stream. Uh-huh. Oh. Sounds like he muted himself. But I can't mute well, I can mute myself. What am I doing? I can mute myself on Discord. Mute. Hello, pyro everybody. How about a sig you a little sog? 3:15 on the 31st day of the bus she hated most. She's all alone. Is that good? It's got good audio levels. I haven't even bothered moving the mic any closer to me. It's like 1.5 feet away from me, away from where I'm speaking. So maybe I should consider putting my mic lower. But I haven't bothered changing the position of my mic. I'm just leaving it where it is. Who is the boy? Oh, this is my OC Carmen. I love him. And I need him into an avatar myself, and I've also learned how to make him as a playable avatar in VR chat. I love him. Did I ever... Oh, I never unmuted myself on Discord. Oh, well, I'll just leave it because he's listening to my test. Wow, the latency is pretty good. Oh, latency's pretty good. Okay. Hello, back on Discord. Yeah. Yeah, latency is pretty good. Like, the latency is literally so fast that I can't properly listen to myself on stream. Because what I do is I have to mute my mic, mute my headphones, and then turn on the volume of my phone, which I'm using to watch my stream. And that the time it takes me to do that, like by the time I get to listening to my stream, I've already stopped talking on stream because the latency is that fast. Which is fantastic because I don't even have my Ethernet cable plugged in. This is just the Wi-Fi connection.
Really?
Yeah! That's crazy. Because the last time I did this, which was at a different house with a different internet connection with like 5 other people living in a house with multiple devices each. So yes, the internet was terrible. So my last test stream, the latency was an hour. I checked. It was abysmal. I'm like, I've had latency before that was like, 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I've never seen latency that was literally an hour before. So my last test stream was an absolute wreck. But so that was like problem number 1 I wanted to fix, but now I live in a new place with my own Wi-Fi connection, and this is, wow. The fact that the latency is so fast that it has created a problem for me, that's fantastic. This is so fantastic. I love this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Z-Dog said, who is the boy? So now I'm questioning if Z-Dog is talking about the person on my Discord. I guess I'll introduce you if Z-Dog cares. Hello, Z-Dog. This is my friend Pyro Knight. He is my best VR chat friend. And also, if you are interested in VR chat, hit me up because I will hang out. That's my new favorite way of hanging out with people is VR chat. So, by all means, if you make a VR chat account, you can send a friend request to me just by searching my name, and my name is just Vicky Violet. Like, that's easy, that's straightforward. Boom. I just really want to trick more people to playing VR chat with me. Well, I'm a sucker for it. I mean, if you only have desktop for playing it, like, I understand if it's not the funnest thing in the world to play. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm at a keyboard and I've got a mouse, and like, it's still like playable. It's still absolutely playable, but it's like, you don't need VR for VR chat. You can just play it on Steam for free. It's a free game. You can play it on Steam. You can play it on your computer. Done. But the appeal is definitely if you can get VR. So if you can scrounge up the cash for a Quest 2, I highly recommend getting a Quest 2. Or if you're like absolutely the type of person that's willing to dump money, because I know lots of people like that, then your best expensive bet is going to be a Valve Index. But there's plenty of like stuff below that that's worthwhile. Like, just do your research. If you think you want to take the time to get a VR headset, definitely do your research. But if you're on a budget and you want VR, Quest 2 is easily your best choice. It is very affordable for what it is, and it does everything you need it to do by default. Yeah, I freaking love my Quest 2. That thing is great. Yeah, Steam has VR chat. You can get it. I'm gonna open up Steam right now. Yeah, VR chat. Yeah, it's right here. Here's Steam, here's VR chat. You can get it right here. It's completely free. Just install it and make yourself an account. I highly recommend, if you make an account, that you also connect your account to VRChat's website, which is a separate thing. And I know that sounds really dumb and tedious, but if you think you're going to play a lot of VRChat, absolutely connect your Steam account to your VRChat account by going to VRChat's website. And it's really easy to do. And that will give you a ton of functional benefits if you do that. But yeah, if anyone's interested in playing VRChat, absolutely, like, you can send a friend request to me. Just go to your social tab, and there's a search bar. You can search anyone. I've got a notification on Discord. I bet it's Z-Dog. I'm gonna call you out right now. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm friends with Z-Dog, right? Ah, there's two. Where's the chat? Why is that not appearing? Oh, what's your question? Yes. Yes. Well, I know that people do it. That doesn't mean I know how to do it. There's a difference. There's certainly a difference. Here we go. Just gonna switch it up every once in a while. Who's gonna stop me? No one. Some of my GIFs were functional with OBS and some of my GIFs were not, and I don't know why, because said group of GIFs I got from the same source and saved them the exact same way. So that's a mystery game, but I'll play with that more. And I will be making my own GIFs to have on my stream. I'm going to have a little narwhal in the corner that says something positive, and every once in a while I'll switch it to say something else positive in a GIF form. I suppose I could have it, maybe I'll have it as like a non-distracting GIF. I don't know why the T came out. GIF. I might have like a non-distracting GIF and then turn it into a more distracting GIF. Like, I think I want to have like a dancing narwhal sort of deal. Maybe just like a couple of frames in the corner. And it's like, oh, water break, everybody drink water. And then I can change the narwhal to say, drink water, water break. So yeah, right now, water break, everybody drink water. And if you don't, I will shake my water bottle next to my mic, and you'll have to hear it. Is that what you want? Is that what you like? Does that do anything for you? Yas. OMG, yas. Yes, queen. I'm gonna go over here and make Carmen really big. I'm just gonna make him like take up the screen. Steal your parents' credit card. Buy my merch on Redbubble. There we go. There, now Carmen. So there, now Carmen is really big on my screen. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Pug? I mean, yeah, cat cam talking. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go. If I get rid of these, no. Where is it? So you can see all my settings. Okay, let's go to open settings window. That's a separate thing. Well, it doesn't need to be that big. Golly gee, this is fun. And I can go to, where is it? There we go. And devices, there it goes. Actually, no, that's not the file. That's not the thing I was looking for. I'll go back over here because I know that's where it is immediately. There we go. And I can go to, not that one. I can go to this one. Make him a little bigger. Make him a little bigger, and I can be like blam, and I can be like blam, blam, and now I'm just like in the center and I can talk to people. Or rather, Carmen's in the center because this isn't my VTuber yet. I'm keeping my VTuber hidden for a while. Hello, everybody. It's kind of actually unsettling for him to be in the middle, just kind of staring. Hi. What's up, man? No, you're fine. Yeah, that's fine. No, you're fine, dude. Oh, yeah, Z-Dog can see what games I currently have installed. And yes, I do play Among Us. I do play a lot of Among Us. Usually on my phone, but sometimes I do play on desktop because it feels way more comfortable to be typing with a keyboard. Yeah, I haven't played all of the games I have installed. Basically what I've been doing is like, man, I've got so many video games I need to play that I just haven't gotten around to playing. So now that I have a much better PC, I'm like, what if I just install a bunch of games that I keep meaning to get to? And if I'm bored and be like, man, I want to play a game, I don't have to have, oh, I don't have it installed right now as an excuse for not playing it. It's right here. A Chungus, a big Chungus. Oh, I love big Chungus. I love the jelly bean space people. Yeah, the Amogus. Like, yeah, when we're talking about like the Among Us characters, instead of saying something normal like, "Oh, you drew a crewmate," we're like, "Oh, you drew an Amogus." That's literally what we say to each other. Like me and my artist friends. That's what we say to each other. So yeah, I play tons of VRChat. Haven't played this one. Haven't played this one, sort of. I play lots of Among Us. Dub Wars sucks on keyboard. I have a controller now, so maybe it'll suck less. I've played like a third of Everhood, and my brother is insisting I need to finish playing it because it gave him feels. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. My brother doesn't feel things for games very frequently, so that must mean it's a really good game. Yeah, I'm like, he never says that about games. We're all just jaded adults and desperately seeking anything that can give us feelings anymore. I haven't played Trevor Save the Universe yet because I haven't, oh, sorry for that loud noise. I haven't yet figured out how to get Steam VR to work with my Quest 2. I'll try it again soon. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I got a couple of Steam VR games here that I'd like to play, please. Thank you very much. Plants vs. Zombies, I still play this game. This is the OG Plants vs. Zombies. I've never touched any of the other PvZ games ever. It's just the original. And I've played it so many times. and I need more content, so I probably should play one of the other PvZ games. But if there's any friend of mine who's like, man, I want a calm, relaxing game with like lots of strategy that's gonna be really addicting, but I've never played Plants vs. Zombies, I'm like, do I got the game for you? Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, down here is World of Goo. World of Goo was my very first indie game. It's the very first indie game I ever played, and I fell in love with it. I grew up on pure Nintendo. Strictly just Nintendo. So I'd never played an indie game before, and then the Nintendo Wii was out like in 2006, and it started getting indie games, and I'm like, yeah, I'll try this weird thing called World of Goo. This game is awesome. It's just a point-and-click puzzle game with a physics engine. So you're building two-dimensional structures with these creatures called goo balls. And you're just building like two-dimensional pyramids or two-dimensional bridges, you know, stuff like that for different types of goals. And every time you've played a bunch of levels, every time you finish a chapter of levels and you're like, yeah, that's it. They're not gonna come up with anything else. You go to the next chapter and there's like 3 new game mechanics that completely change the way you play it. And it just keeps doing it over and over again, and it's so fun. Oh, hi, Shane. Hello, Shane. Nate, hi, Nate. I don't know why I get so high pitched when friends come in. I just get excited when people come in. Hello. I'm just talking about video games I like because we're currently looking at my desktop, and there's a bunch of games I currently have installed, not all of which I have played. I'm just talking about the ones I have played. Over here, the very bottom right, that's Vroid Studio. That's the program I use to make my avatars, like what you see now. I made this completely in Vroid Studio. I mean, I used a lot of Photoshop as well for like the textures and stuff. Like I drew the textures. Like I drew the eyeline, I drew the eyebrows, I drew all the textures for like the fishnets, I drew the stuff on the sweater, I drew the tattoos on his face, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, I made my avatar completely in Vroid Studio, which is free, and I have it downloaded through Steam. You can get it through Steam. So if you're interested in making anime-styled avatars, boom, I got you covered. Let's see, Gris. What's up, Gris? Cheese is good. Yeah, cheese is freaking delicious. Don't knock it. I'm not ignoring you, Nate. I don't remember who you are, but I love you anyway. So Gris. I haven't played Gris yet, but I have a friend who really insisted that I play Gris. By the way, let me know if the music is getting like too loud. Yeah, people in the chat listen to the background music and let me know how it is compared to my voice. I'm the god of war. Yes. I'm gonna move Carmen up ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Gris. I haven't played it yet, but I have a friend that insisted I play it, so I got my brother to get it. And then he played a little bit of it and found it boring, and I'm like, oh. But I haven't played it yet. Dark Souls 3. I really love Dark Souls, actually. Probably little known fact about me. I actually really like Dark Souls. I've played lots of Dark Souls 1 specifically, and most of Dark Souls 3. And the reason I only have Dark Souls 3 downloaded is because my brother was like, hey, there's this new mod for Dark Souls 3, so you should install it on your PC. So I did, but then we never got around to downloading the mod. So I just don't have the mod. But the mod is basically, it gives you new classes you can play as, because normal stuff is like, you know, Thief, Knight, Pyromancer, stuff like that. The mod gives you new stuff like Summoner, which lets you summon monsters to fight for you, which is exactly my personality. Like, that's how I prefer to play games, is I prefer to have other things fight for me because I'm a bloody coward, so I'm like, oh, I want to play Summoner. And then there's another one in the mod called Jester, where you're basically like an old-timey medieval jester character, and you can throw poop. You can throw poop and it causes poison damage to the enemy. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but yeah, but I really want to play it. I'm like, dude, I want to play both of these. You can't play them with online, but it's fine. Like, you can just do a solo adventure with a mod. But Dark Souls, like, you know, warning about Dark Souls, do not do any mods. They will catch you and they will shut you down for doing mods online. So if you want mods, you have to play it by yourself. And Dark Souls is always dandy by itself, but for me, one of the appeals of playing Dark Souls is the fact that there is online play. Like, you can leave messages for other players that they can read, and you're given a limited vocabulary on what you can write in those messages, so people have to get really creative to communicate what they're trying to say. Like, you can say, like, oh, you know, there's an ambush ahead, be careful, sort of thing. But there are lots of Dark Souls memes about the inappropriate things you can accidentally scrounge together with the limited vocabulary, and oof. The Dark Souls community is really funny. And then, of course, with Dark Souls Online, you can, like, leave down a summon sign, which pretty much says, hey, if another player stumbles across this, I would like you to accept my invite and join my game and help me fight this boss. And then you can join other players and help them fight bosses and stuff. So that's really cool. It works better if there's an actual player base. Like, especially with Dark Souls 1, people don't play it as much anymore. So it's really hard to, like, get a friend to play it with you. But I would absolutely love to do, like, a stream sometime where, like, maybe me and, like, one or two other friends, I don't know, like, however many people want to join, and we just play Dark Souls together and stream it, because it is way funner if you have buddies. It's so much fun. Freaking love Dark Souls. Okay, what else do I got? I've got Pinstripe. I haven't played it yet. I've got Psychonauts 2. I haven't played it yet. I will fight you if you try to spoil it on me. I've got Psychonauts and the Rhombus of Ruin. I haven't played it yet because, again, I have to figure out how to get Steam VR to work, but I will try again. I really want to play it. Yeah, and then Psychonauts. I'm in the middle of yet another file. I'm like halfway through the game, and I kind of wanted to 100% it this time. But I don't know if I should spend the time doing that, because I should really finish my file, go into Psychonauts and the Rhombus of Ruin, and then go on to Psychonauts 2. I should just get through faster. So those are all the games I have installed at the moment. Okay, if you want to get real specific, I also have HoloWare. This is something my boyfriend had me download. It is a fan-made game. It is with a bunch of HoloLive girls in the style of a WarioWare game. It's exactly a WarioWare game, but everything you see is about HoloLive girls. It's like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, here's a mini game. It's like, here's Corone, she's trying to get the Ubies. Here's, you know, I'm trying to remember any other character from HoloLive. I mainly just pay attention to Corone. But yeah, that's what that one is. And then I actually do have one more game I downloaded recently that I've been playing. It is Deltarune Repainted. I don't know if anybody's heard of a repainted game, but you're missing out. Pyro, do you know what a repainted game is? Pyro. Don't make me get close to that mic. Pyro. Hey. Hi. Anyway, a repainted game is a fan mod where all of the textures are replaced with memes. Oh yeah. Definitely my favorite repainted game I've ever played is Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, which I would love to do on a stream sometime. But I don't know if it would be like all ages appropriate, because they also edited the dialogue in that game, and not all of that is safe for work content. So I'd have to have like a warning on stream at all times that's like this stream may not be suited for all audiences. There's a lot of naughty words that they put into the dialogue, but it's so funny. So yeah, the repainted games are actually pretty much hosted by one particular group. They have tons of games that they've worked on. Some of them are like, oh, they wanted like a specific theme, so they have like a tight-knit group of people working on it. And there was another one they did several years ago for Zelda Ocarina of Time, where they had it open source, like anybody could submit textures. Anybody could come in and submit textures. So I actually did come in and submit a bunch of textures, and some of my textures were confirmed accepted, but many of my textures were never confirmed accepted, so I don't know what made it into the game and what didn't. And when it came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to play this. I'm gonna play it on my own, and I'm gonna find out what textures are in there. And then they told me that the game was not available for regular people to play. They made it specifically for Vinesauce and no one else, so the link was not available, is what they told me. So I never played Ocarina of Time Repainted. I never watched Vinesauce play it. And I still, to this day, don't know if any of my textures like made it into the game. But I talked to somebody recently who allegedly does work with games repainted. Like he worked on Deltarune Repainted, which I have downloaded. Like he's the reason I downloaded it, because he was like, by the way, I worked on Deltarune Repainted. You should download it and play it. So I have played a little bit of it. It's really good so far. And I was asking about the Ocarina of Time kerfuffle, and he says, well, let me check my list. And he looked at it and he's like, yeah, Ocarina of Time has a link and should be available for anybody to download, so go ahead and try it. I have not yet tried it. I've been too busy. I have way too many other games to play at the moment. But hopefully that's a thing I can play. And he did send me a couple of links that I could use to download that. That's basically like the whole repainted list and the whole list of every game they've ever worked on, and that's like 30 different games on that list at least. There's a ton of stuff on there. So if you're like, haha, if you're the type of person that's like got a game they've played like 10 times and you want to shake it up a bit, definitely pick up a repainted game. It's like mechanically it's the exact same thing. Visually it's just meme garbage. So it's really fun. It can be kind of like sensory overload with how garbage it looks, but that's kind of the appeal. But like for Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door Repainted, they said that they were not going to edit another game like that with the edited dialogue anytime soon, because the coding for Thousand Year Door was really complicated and tedious to work with. And they're like, we're not gonna do another one of these anytime soon. Like, that sucked. So the guy who I spoke with, who said he worked on Deltarune Repainted, he's like, oh yeah, we also edited the dialogue and the story. And I'm like, you what? I thought you guys weren't gonna do that again. And he's like, oh, well, this is a different game with a different coding engine on it. And the creator, Toby Fox, coded his game so it would be really easy to edit the dialogue, and he did that on purpose because he wanted his game to be available in other languages. And I'm like, yo, Toby Fox, my man, doing it again. So yeah, Deltarune Repainted also isn't just a meme dump. It also has an edited dialogue everywhere and a new story. And it's good so far. I'm still in the field of hopes and dreams. I'm not very far in the game, but definitely it's worth downloading and playing just for the intro alone. All you need is the intro. I'm not going to say anything. Just discover it for yourself. It's really good. Yeah, I need to finish it, but I've got so many video games to play right now. I've got Psychonauts. I need to finish my current file of Psychonauts, and then I want to try playing Psychonauts in Marvel's Ruin, and then I gotta play Psychonauts 2, and then, I want to finish Deltarune Repainted, and then I just got my Nintendo Switch with Animal Crossing New Horizons and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Like, I haven't played those games yet, and I only just got my hands on them, and I only just got my hands on my own Switch. I know I'm late. So I'm not going to prioritize the Switch games because they're older, like who cares, but like Psychonauts 2 just came out like this past week. And I'm frothing at the mouth. I've waited years for this to come out. I waited years for it to be announced to be in production. So yeah, because I got into Psychonauts in 2013, and about 5-ish years ago they announced they were working on Psychonauts 2, but then they made Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin first, and then Psychonauts 2 came out of nowhere. Like my friend was like, oh, by the way, Psychonauts 2 is coming out in 2 days. It's what now? What? Like, dude? How did I not hear a release date for this? They talked about it at E3, right? Like, there was more Psychonauts 2 stuff at last year's E3. How come I didn't hear about this? I'm so miffed. I'm like, frick, I gotta quickly get through my file that I made. I thought I made this past February, like, because I checked my Steam account to see, like, oh, when did I last play it? When did I last get an achievement? Because Steam keeps track of that. And that helps. Excuse me. Drink water. I'm talking too much. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna change out another one of these. Move, Carmen. Get out of the way. Gonna put on... just this one is fine. Carmen, go back in the middle. Ha ha ha. There we go. So now I forget what I was saying. E3, Psychonauts 2.
You're talking about what?
I'm like, what? Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so I was like, okay, I need to finish my Psychonauts 1 file that I started like this past year. And I checked Steam to see when I last played it, and it was like February, and I'm like, cool. But I was trying to figure out if my file was my file. Unfortunately, Beastbird isn't currently here to laugh at my story because he knows where this is going. Because he was there with me when I was figuring this out. Like, I opened up my Psychonauts file here on my PC, and I didn't recognize the file name. It said Zozo Baby. And I'm like, maybe that's someone else's file. Like, I would not have written something that said that. I would not have written Zozo Baby. It was racking my brain. So I'm like, well, let me get back on my laptop, because on my laptop is where I started the file. I know that for sure. So let me open it again on offline mode, so hopefully it doesn't connect to the Steam cloud, and try to open up the file again. See if it gives me my file. And I got the same thing. I got a file that is in existence. It's not very far in the game, and it's just called Zozo Baby. And I was talking to Beastbird on the phone at the time, so he knew like what I was going through. He knew I was on my PC, and he was with me when I went to my laptop. And I was just racking my brain trying to figure this out. I'm like, where, like, is this my file? I'm so confused. I would not have written Zozo Baby. So just to demonstrate like how silly it was to see it, I took a picture of it and sent it to him. I sent a screenshot of the file title to Beastbird, and then he was like, wait a minute, maybe those aren't letters, maybe those are numbers. Does that kind of look like a 2 to you? And I'm like, oh. It doesn't say Zozo Baby, it says 2020 Baby, which is something I would have written. It's the font. Psychonauts has a unique font that it uses, and it was absolutely the font. It says 2020 Baby, and I'm like, oh, well, now that I know it says that, that's definitely my file. I would have written 2020 Baby. Which means also that I did not start this file last February. I started it in February of 2020. I started the file much longer ago than I had thought. And I'm like, heck. Ah, crap. So, So yeah, Beastberg was definitely laughing at me the whole time when we discovered that together. I'm just like, I just wanted to send him a picture of it to like show him like I'm not crazy, right? Like, you know, this is what I'm dealing with now right now. Like I see this file that like can't be mine. I would not have written that. And thank goodness I did send him that screenshot because he was the one that recognized that the font was the problem. I was just reading the font wrong and thought they were Z's. Because it was like capital Z's and zeros. So it was just Zo, small letters, baby. And I'm like, what? Like, who wrote this? And then we figured it out what it was together, and he just laughed at me. I wish he was back home already from work so he could hear me tell this story and then laugh at me some more. Because he's like, I want to get home and then I want to like get back on and see if you're still streaming. And I'm like, yeah, I might as well still be streaming. But I'm like not doing anything productive right now. So like whoever is here, like, you're welcome. You can be here if you want. Hi, Z-Dog. What's up, man? Yeah, and hopefully I can get streams more. Yeah, when I am done with this, my stream should appear in my video stuff right away. And usually unlisted. If it's not unlisted, I'll make sure I do that manually. That's fine. But yeah, I did that with my last stream. So again, gosh, this sucks, man. Reminder that the last test stream I did had latency that was an hour. So when I ended the stream, it cut off the last hour, or maybe even like maybe just the last 45 minutes. But basically, the video that YouTube gave me just abruptly ends because it doesn't get to the part where I'm like, okay, I'm closing stream now, because that was like at least 45 minutes after the point that it ends. So knowing that it does that, like the latency was so extreme that you could very much see that, I might consider having like an end card I can turn on. Like I could turn off my mic, open up an end card to be the main picture, and leave it up for a couple of minutes. Maybe just a minute, depending on the latency. I'll be sure to watch what the latency is. But yeah, like just have like an end card and leave it up for a minute. So when I do actually click the end stream button, then it's not going to cut off anything I'm saying. Just a little bit of a buffer. Yeah. I don't know anyone else that does that, because people's latency is usually really good if they're like professional streamers. But yeah, everybody drink water. And then everybody eat cheese. Because Z-Dog likes cheese. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Z-Dog, tell me, what is your favorite cheese? I like Colby Jack a little bit. I like Monterey Jack. Monster is pretty freaking delicious. Cheddar is the winner. Cheddar is always a winner. Mozzarella. Mozzarella used to be my favorite, but I think it needs to be used sparingly now. Z-Dog says his favorite type of cheese is cheese. This is very important news. Oh my gosh, yeah. Mm-hmm. A winter? Hmm. Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, you just fill up yourself on cheese. That sounds dope. I love it. That's my breakfast. Oh. You're tired? No. You tired? Wider magazine.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't take myself seriously.
You're fine.
Wowie! Yeah, I should probably just end stream, honestly. Although, like, Beastbird really wanted to join me and be like, oh, I really want to catch your stream when you're done. But, like, I don't have anything else to do because most of, like, my audio stuff I have to figure out is stuff I have to understand by listening to the chat myself. Holy crap, Possessed Introvert is in here! Hi, friend! Oh, I just got surprised like a knife in the dark. What's up? What's up, man? Basically, I'm just testing my tech. So if you have any like opinions on my tech and like, oh, you're doing this really badly, you should do this. I will take anything and everything. These are just test streams, and I'm gonna do a whole bunch of these before I'm really comfortable with what I'm doing. And then I'll get into the real stuff where I will do haha wacky hijinks art junk for you guys. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm doing really good. I'm feeling much better about this live stream than I did with my last test stream. It was an absolute nightmare. Thank you. So most of my tech problems are audio related at the moment. I know my current microphone tends to be really quiet, and last time I did a test stream, somebody taught me how to raise the gain with my OBS, and now I can't remember how I did that because that was so much better. So like, let me know how my voice is compared to the background music, how it's compared to Pyro's voice, because I'm talking with him on Discord at the moment. Just how's the audio balance? I do know the audio quality isn't great because I'm in a very echoey recording environment, and I do recognize that, so eventually I will be getting some stuff to put on my walls to absorb a lot of the echo, because it's really bad in here. The echo is awful, but this is the space I have my PC at, and I'm kind of stuck with that. Okay, you don't hear music. I probably turned it down way too much, so let me bump it up. Bump it up. It is a little quiet at the moment, so let me find my music thing. Move Carmen over a bit more. Turn it up over here. There should be background music, but now if it's too loud, let me know. Actually, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna skip song because it's a bit of a quieter track. And then I'm gonna turn back up just because I didn't want to blast people's ears. There we go. So yeah, the main focus of my live streams that I will be doing regularly once I'm comfortable with all my tech and I know what I'm doing is going to be alternating art streams. Yay, thank you. I'm glad that's better. So I'm going to be like, I'd like to do it once every week, but it's probably going to be more like once every couple of weeks. And I want to alternate with chill streams and wacky streams. And I've done plenty of wacky streams before, where it's just like, you guys come in, maybe I pick a theme, and I just do random art requests. It's like, oh, like, you know, so like this character and another character having tea together, ha ha ha, you know, just junk like that. Just really wacky stuff. But I also want to do chill streams where I work on my own art that I need to get working on and get it done. And those are like going to be more focused on chilling out and like, no, maybe we can just draw together. Like, you just chill out, listen to whatever beats I have going, and you know, if you got something creative you can be working on too, by all means, like, let's just work on art together. So that's the full intention of what I'm going to be doing with all of my live streams once I get that working. Wow, I can really hear my tablet pen. It's like, that's me wiggling around my tablet pen. Oh, thank goodness.
Excuse me, what pen?
My tablet pen. It's just a little clacky. And I'm like holding it in my hands as I'm talking, and sometimes I like clack it around and I can hear it because I currently have input-output into my headphones. So everything I'm saying, I can actually hear back into my headphones, which is super helpful for me to know how I sound and helps me understand what you guys are hearing, because I have had my microphone in different locations before where it's really close, and it's really tempting for me to whisper into the mic repeatedly when it's in that position. Currently, I have it up higher with my boom arm, so I'm not tempted to do that. But yeah, when it's really close on my desk, it's really tempting for me to get really close to the mic and get a little intimate. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's free real estate.
And this is the beginning of the ASMR stream.
No,
Okay.
I mean, dude, okay. If I got a bunch of people requesting I do an ASMR, I would actually do it because it's really funny to me.
That'd be hilarious.
I can't take ASMR
Just
seriously, it's
imagine.
just too funny. It's like, I'll respect ASMR artists, but I'm like a giggly little baby boo, and I'm gonna giggle at it. Everybody drink water. That's my water bottle. Does that do anything for you? Steam chat. Okay, I tried checking the Steam chat, it wasn't working. Close actually sounds better minus the whispering. Okay, so what if I'm like literally this close? Oh, actually, that does have a different quality to it. Huh. I will consider moving my boom arm around. I was just gonna leave it where it is at the moment because I think that's a fine dandy spot where it's mostly out of my way and can pick up my audio. But yeah, this does have like a weird clarity to it. Wow, that's weird. Welcome to the Vicky Violet podcast, where we talk about dumb anime art and shipping our favorite characters. How gay is it this week? Find out.
How gay? Did you say how gay it is this week?
Yes, I did. Look at those cute girls. Make them hold hands. That's what I like to see.
That's what I like to see.
I sound way too much like the YouTuber Sapphire now. She's a new VTuber I've been watching that's specifically talking about V-Roid Studio stuff a lot, which is exactly what I'm using to make my avatar and junk. And she has some tutorials on how to use your avatar. And I kind of don't like the quality of her voice, honestly, but like, she's still really cool and I really like her. Who sent me a message? Oh, it's just an email. Who cares? My emails are important. Ugh. Okay, so I will consider moving my boom arm around and having the mic a lot closer. Because I didn't want to be too close because it can be just a little too intimate at times and can make some people uncomfortable. And I don't want to make people uncomfortable. I have some friends with misophonia, so I'm careful not to be like too disruptive with the auditory sense. Because I have some friends that have real problems with that, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be annoying, I don't want to like hurt your ears, I don't want to stress you out with the weird noises I make. So I do have to repress a lot of my instincts to make obnoxious noises. It's like, hi, hello, I'm in my late 20s, and sometimes I want to be a 12-year-old and make obnoxious noises. I have to be a respectable human being and not do that. That's what it means to be an adult, is even though you still have childlike instincts, you gotta learn to respect the people around you. Yay! Woo! Okay, let's do another.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're doing whatever we want. Okay, I'm gonna shrink Carmen again here. This should go over here so I can be like. And then, where's the other thing? I don't know. There we go. Pyro, that sounded dodgy. Says Chainbreaker. Okay, possessed. Being close isn't submissive. It's better quality because that's how mics are designed, but you can turn down your volume a bit so it's not so loud for stream if that's your concern. Actually, my stream with my audio is that I've always been too quiet. So part of me is wondering if it kept the gain I put in last time, because it kept all of the images I put in last time. Like these. So I can just be like those are images I put in for last stream, and those stayed. So that's pretty convenient. I don't have to do those again. I'm gonna have my own GIFs I'll have custom for my stream, but in the meantime I just have like some S posting content here. Let's, how do I do this with my mouse again? Okay. Turn him down a little and put him a little to the side. There we go. And put Carmen down here. No, I'm gonna make Carmen a little smaller. Oops. Wrong button. A little smaller. There we go. Have my boy down in the corner. And then go over here and over. Where the frick was it? Oh, okay. It was one of these. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I got my tablet and pen back. Let's see. Laserkin's here! Hi! Oh my goodness. All the people are showing up. Let's see.
Hey again.
Hey Laserkin, I see you. What's up, man? Let's see. Possess says, well, your volume now and when you were closer to the mic, you're fine, especially when you have the mic close because that's where it's designed to be. That's why I have my desk mic. Okay. I will consider moving my boom arm around. I'm not going to do that right now because that can cause a lot of extra noise for you guys. Like if I were to like, I'll demonstrate. Like if I were to like mess with my mic and try to move it around, that's not going to sound awesome. So I'll do that later. Right now we're just going to go back to Photoshop and do some more doodles. Oh, Laitikin just got home from school. What's up, man? Mike Bater. Or Mike Bater? I do not know. That's my boy Carmen. Hi, Carmen. He's my boy. That's what happens when you make a lot of OCs. You're just like, this is my son. And trust me, I have way too many dang OCs. Which means I don't have enough. Wrong brush. I want this brush. So get rid of this one. There's a very specific and dumb reason I'm doing that, and that's because the new layer button is behind Carmen, and I don't feel like moving him every time I need to make a new layer. Let's see, Z-Dog, do you have me on Discord, by the way? You can message me on Discord, too. In fact, you can be a part of the... What's it called? The Discord chat where I send people the link to let them know that I am doing a test stream.
Oh, yeah, about that, by the way, the chat room is kind of full. It's like 10 out of 10.
What do you mean 10 out of 10? Oh!
Like, you can't add any more people to it.
Oh, really? Then I'll delete people. At the very least, Z-Dog can add me on Discord. I'm fine with that.
I mean, because let's see, I don't know who Alec is. I know who Beastbird is. I know who Handbook is. I don't know about Angel. I don't know about New
Yeah,
King.
McAngel. I'm trying to remember who McAngel was. So...
Wendigo, yes. Wolf, yes. Yui, no. Late 80s.
I'm gonna look at the... Wait, this is the right chat. Curse Memes, Curse Stream Club. So yeah, I think it was Wendigo? No, I added Wendigo recently. Who was it?
What?
Huh. I don't remember now. Okay.
What are you trying to figure out?
Basically, this whole chat of mine started because one of my friends was being really insistent that I should find people who know what they're talking about with streaming and force them to join the live stream chat and help me with my live stream. So we literally went around VR chat to Public Worlds and asked if they had any experience in streaming. And they were like, oh yeah, like I'm a sound engineer or something really random and convenient like that. And they're like, cool, will you help her with her live stream? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, so I'm pretty sure McAngel and Yui are the two people from the completely random circumstances that I added to this chat. Like, I made the group chat specifically for friend who made me do it and the two people we found on VR chat to do that with. And I don't remember which friend it was that made me do that. And Possessed, I'll have you know you're rarely online. It's like maybe I would have asked you, but I'm like, oh, he's rarely online. Oh yeah, I was gonna write my Discord. A reminder, Discord is really picky about capitalization, like exact capitalization, like exact username, like, and I think that's completely bollocks because Discord also makes you have a code at the end. 2703. There we go. That's my Discord. Discord makes you have a 4-digit code at the end. So that should make it way easier to search for people. And yet they're still picky about making sure you put the capitalization in the right spot. Otherwise it will not give you the result for the friend you're searching for. It's stupid.
Wait, how do you not have Possess's Discord?
No, I do have Possess's Discord, but he's rarely on VR chat.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
yeah, that's
anybody
what
who has
you
experience streaming, so something I have problems with, and Pyro was with me the whole time before I even started the stream, is trying to get the stream started. I couldn't figure out how to make it public. I couldn't figure out how to get it started right. So basically, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of test streams like this, just a bunch of hot garbage repeatedly, until I am like absolutely comfortable with my tech. I will not rest until I'm absolutely comfortable with my tech. There we go. Right now for music, I'm using Aviator's Infinity Awaits Us royalty-free OST. I already explained to Pyro what this is, but well, first of all, Aviators is my favorite musician of all time. So if you're looking for some new music and you trust that my music taste is awesome, go to my YouTube channel. In fact, I'll go to my YouTube channel. Fight me. Okay, go to my YouTube channel. Go to playlists, and somewhere down here should be a playlist. There it is, called Aviators Starter Pack. It's got 40 songs in it. Just listen to a bunch of tracks from this playlist, and if Aviators isn't for you, then fine, but I don't know if we can be friends if you don't dig what you hear in here. Aviators is my favorite effing musician of all time. I will fight you. Like, I made this playlist myself. These are songs I chose to put in this playlist for when people are like, oh, I'm looking for some new music, and I'm like, BAM! Please listen to Aviators. I effing love his work. Oh my gosh. I would play some of it right now, but YouTube might copyright strike me for that one. And I have used an Aviator song in a video before that I've uploaded. And yeah, YouTube didn't like that. Although it didn't make me put down the video, it didn't make me mute the video, it just said video may now contain ads. Any revenue from the ads goes to the artist. And I'm like, that's completely fine. I love Aviators, he deserves it. Yeah, you know what, I'll still be streaming for a while. I'm just making sure I'm comfortable with my tech. And eventually we will have like wacky hijinks fun times together, or chill time together. Like if you're, I'm curious in the chat, are you more interested in wacky fun time hijinks streams where I just draw random requests? Or are you more interested in chill time where we just kind of sit and draw together? It's like if you're working on some art, you can do some art. If you're working on like, I don't know, crochet or something else creative with your hands. Because I've got some friends that like are working on crochet or embroidery or something when they listen to my streams. So like, I want to do both. I'm going to be doing both, but I'm kind of curious what category more people are interested in.
There we go. Dang it, people need to stop starting group calls because every single time.
Yeah. I mean, Beastbird started a group call by accident earlier. He was like, sorry, my finger slipped.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's my channel. I'm gonna, after this is done, after I'm done streaming, I'm gonna upload a video, so, and it's more S-posting. Some of my stuff is speed paints, some of my stuff is animated stories, some of my stuff is other art-related stuff. Many of what I have on my channel is just S-posting though. Because I just come up with a funny joke and then I take an hour to make it.
Spot says draw requests would be interesting.
Yeah, I've done lots of drawing requests before. Do I have a folder with a bunch of those in it? I don't know. But something else I was trying to do last year when I was doing streams like this. Oh, hello, Spotlight Cartoons. Thank you for the response. I was like taking a double take and I'm like, who's that? Because I didn't take the time to read it. I just didn't recognize the icon. Hello.
Not to mention that Spotlight Cartoons is one of my friends on Discord, so.
Ah, okay. I keep forgetting that I have this drawing of Taya and it just says, eat sushi. So what we were talking about earlier. Did I scream too loud? Sorry. Was that too much? Pyro, are you dead? Pyro, you have a very glitchy voice right now. Pyro?
Yeah.
Okay, you good? You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
good.
good. I'm good.
Oh gosh. I already forgot what I was saying. I'm so easily distracted.
Something about the. You said something about sushi and them being too loud. Well, you're not being too
Yeah,
loud.
well, I screamed
How bitter
eat,
that-
and I was wondering if that was too loud for you. Although I suppose I can ask the chat too. Was that too loud? I don't want to have to demonstrate it again in case somebody really hated it. Everybody drink water. Water break. I don't know why I need to wave my water bottle next to my mic to emphasize it, but it's to get your attention. Drink water. Make sure you have water nearby. Yeah. We have some defiance in the chat. I will not
Defiance.
tolerate such behavior. Not on my stream.
Defiance.
Spotlight, you're on thin ice. You're on thin effing ice right now.
Wait, who?
Spotlight.
Oh, you mean Spot?
Unless they're referring to something else I said and not the water thing, then I'm sorry for threatening you. I'm sorry, I did not mean it. Okay. Let's go chicka chicka chicka. I could do one of these. It's kind of cute watching Carmen draw, because he's not an artist, but it's the avatar I currently have plugged in because I'm keeping my main VTubing avatar a surprise at the moment. And also because I've changed my mind. Like, I already finished her, and then I decided I wanted to fix her again. So, like, it's really frustrating because I'm just never satisfied. But, like, that was, like, part of the point. I'm like, oh, well, you know, I can update my VTuber avatar whenever I want. And I haven't started with her yet, and I'm already updating her. Okay, Spotlight, you're fine.
1, 2, 3,
Just
4,
make sure you're drinking water. You gotta take care of your flesh prison. It's better for you.
Flesh prison.
Oh, you know it.
That's a good name. I like.
Fine flesh
love to call
vessel. Gosh.
Vessel.
Vessel. Vessel.
I need
Okay.
the plates.
Wacky fun time drawing time. Somebody in the chat say something dumb to draw. Can you give me something dumb to draw? Or Pyro, you can name something too. Whoever first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Yeah.
I don't know at the moment because I'm about to cut some celery. Because why
Oh,
not?
that sounds good. That sounds good. Hecky. Somebody in the chat. Pick something dumb to draw. I mean, when I do my actual streams with like haha wacky fun time stuff, these drawings will be a lot more detailed. What? Okay, Spotlight says pancake, but what about a pancake? You just want a single pancake, like?
The human pancake. You could draw like pancake as a person.
I'm just like, I like a single pancake, like that's it. Banana. Okay, pancake banana or banana pancake, like. pancake with bananas on it, pancake dating a banana. Like, you gotta be more specific, fam.
A pancake dating a banana.
Honestly, this oval I just drew for the pancake is one of the best ovals I've ever drawn, just because it actually connected at the end. That never happens.
Nice, nice.
Oops.
No, Nico, you cannot have celery because this is not celery. Don't mind my cutting noises, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Just gonna give a little shading. There we go. It's cute. There's a cute banana. It's a little misshapen, like somebody abused it. Banana taking a walk with a pancake. Okay, okay. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be so much better.
Or Vicky, if you want something completely random, you could just draw me cutting celery.
I could also draw Pyro cutting celery. I'm gonna do what Spotlight said first, and then I will draw the next one.
It's funny. It's funny because that's what I'm doing right now.
This is what he's doing right now. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Let's doodly-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do. I'm gonna pop my music up more again. I don't know what's controlling the majority of the music, if it's OBS or if it's Windows Media Player. So I'm gonna start with Windows Media Player. I'm gonna make it a little louder. So that way when I watch this later, I will have a better reference of if that's too loud or not.
Oh, hey, Vicky, did you get my Sultry Dan reference?
I did, and I was hoping you got my reference, but I'm like, I don't
Yes,
think he
I
watches
did.
Game Grumps, but like,
Oh, no, alright, I saw it.
I'm just like, okay, so here's the thing with the videos I make, is I listen to them over and over and over and over and over and over.
Again.
And over again. So when people quote my videos at me, I recognize it instantly.
That's good.
So you said, ooh, Sultry Dan, and I immediately heard my own voice.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Nice.
I don't hang on,
Man,
I
that
want the
kind of
pancake
stuff,
to
man,
look
that kind of
pretty.
sounds like every single time I hear the phrase, like, drink water in my head, even though, like, if you're not, like, physically in a call with me, I can just hear your voice just immediately saying
They're holding hands. Oh, the pancake is a little tired. The pancake is very sleepy, but the banana will guide the pancake, and they can walk through them all together safely. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, she. Spotlight. I don't know your pronouns. Sorry. Spotlight asked, "What drawing program do you use?" I use Photoshop. Normally, I use Photoshop Elements 13, but I haven't had access to it on my new PC, and they're very, very similar, but the frustration is like their buttons are all in different spots. Like, I hate the way it does the layers section as kind of this overlay. I actually hate how it functions. It's super annoying. Because when I want my artwork centered, it's in the center of the whole program and it doesn't care where the layers are. See, I can put the layers away and it stays in center. So if I have it zoomed in a bit more, like, have it zoomed in where it's like, yeah, it's in the center, and then I open up my layers are now covering up the right side of my artwork. And I can't, there is no scrolly bar on the bottom for me to shift left or right. That's just not there unless I'm zoomed in more. It's zoomed in more and now I can shift it left or right. But yeah, when it's just a minor annoyance that bugs me in particular. Get rid of Mustache Girl, and I'm gonna put back in Duck crying. Or not. Just gonna switch it up. Okay, so we got cute banana walking with cute pancake. I don't know if it's clear
With
that it's a
cute
pancake, but I
pancake.
gave it a little bit of butter. Hi, Spot. Yas. Yas, queen. Okay, so next one. It is a little annoying how much I have to change brushes though. Just because of the way I'm doing it. And again, I'm doing this in a very stupid way simply because Carmen here is covering up one of my buttons and I don't feel like moving him every time I need to use that button. So I'm just doing it in an alternate way. That's really dumb and unnecessary. But I don't feel like moving him. I like him in the corner there. That's where he fits best. Like, I've thought about it. I'm like, do I want my avatar in the right corner or the left corner? And I didn't want to pick based on like what other people normally pick. Because most people, yeah, they do put their avatar in the right corner. And I don't like conforming. So like that's my thing. Is like, I don't want to conform. I want to do what I want. But functionally with my Photoshop, it works best to just have my avatar in the bottom right corner. And I had this exact same seemingly meaningless argument with myself back when I was making animated stories a couple years back. And most animated storytellers will start with their character in the bottom right corner. So I wanted to be different and I put mine in the bottom left corner. And if you watch those videos, you will see that that is in fact the case. I don't have to worry about like, oh, it's covering up part of my screen or anything. I'm just making a video. So I can do what I want with those. Okay, so... Alright, I have to think about how I want to draw this. Okay.
Num num.
Oh, this is cool.
Not gonna lie, this celery's pretty good.
This color's pretty good. This is so hard to draw without like a framework first. Use framework when drawing, don't do what I'm doing. I hope nobody hates that, because I'm used to hearing Pyro eat playing on VR chat, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, is this okay? I don't know. Yeah, like, if something is genuinely bothering you, just let me know. It's like, anybody in the audience, anybody listening in, if you're like, oh, this is messing with my misophonia or something like that, please tell me so I can be respectful of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if my eating sounds are bothering you too.
Like, I'm fine with it, but I know lots of people have like problems with that.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Just make them floating so it's cuter. There we go. And then I'll be like, zoop, zoop. He's got a shark.
I'm not gonna. Vicky, you should actually just send that to me.
I can send it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs a cutting board.
celery.
The boy needs a cutting board. He needs to be respectful to his countertop.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I'm trying to remember like other details on your hoodie. It's got kind of like a. I mean, I'm not gonna color it, but I was gonna define it with color.
Oh, there's something I did forget to mention.
Yeah.
I think Celia's spot is also an artist as well. I did commission them like a few months back, I believe, and they do have good art so far.
Yee.
I don't know if Paul would be okay with me saying that, but I'm just the person trying to help promote, like,
Yeah,
you know,
by all means,
small,
like.
small streamers and artists.
I like the feature on Twitch. I forget what it's called, but it's really funny to me, and part of the amusement is what it's called, but I can't remember what it's called. The thing where you're like, okay, I'm done streaming, but my friend is currently streaming, so I'm going to press this little button to send my entire chat over to my friend, and then the friend gets bombarded with all of those users at once. It has a name, I just can't remember what it's called. It's super funny though.
/send chat room to that person.
There we go. I want to add more details to it. I just don't know what to put here. Yeah, that looks good. I'll send that to you.
Yes.
Oh boy, this is going on the fridge for sure. Alright, where's Pyro's face? There's Pyro's face. The world can currently see our private messages. Hooray! Friend requests. Pending. Accept friend request. Done. Put that down so I don't feel like I'm showing off too much of my personal information. I'd really like my dual monitor to work. Okay, well that's one thing I suppose I can mention. If there's anybody still in the chat who knows anything about tech, I just tested my PC, so I have 2 HDMI ports on my PC, and I tried both of them earlier, because I was trying to get a second monitor plugged in. I don't have any DP cables at the moment, so it's just HDMI I'm working with currently. So my current monitor is plugged into the HDMI port created by my graphics card, and I have a second one that's connected to my motherboard, and the motherboard one isn't working. So if you have any advice on that, that would be great. But in the meantime, like, I still need to go out and buy my own monitor, because I was trying to plug in my sister's monitor, and that just wasn't working. And I'm like, but I tested it also with my good monitor, that does work. And yeah, I think it's just the HDMI port on the motherboard that's just not functional, is likely what it is. So when I do get around to getting my own monitor, I will make sure I get one that also has a DP cable, because the DP port is also attached to my graphics card. So hopefully that will work. But yeah, this will be much easier for me if I can do a dual monitor setup and be much more in control of my private information by having it on a separate screen, as well as like all of my settings stuff. Like I can have OBS where you guys can't see it. I can have my Magic Mirror stuff where you can't see it. You know, just all of my settings stuff where you guys aren't gonna see it. Ooh, Kit's here! What's up? Ooh.
Who showed up?
Oh, one of my IRL friends just showed up.
Oh,
hey.
It be.
Let's see. I'll just have this up because it's cute. So my friend Winter Kit is here. What's up, girl? Yas. This is another test stream, which is going way better than the last one, because I don't even know if Possessed is still here. She might not be. But yeah, my last test stream, the latency was an hour, and I couldn't talk to people. Nobody could hear what I was saying. Yeah, you made it. If you guys have like preferred times for me to do my stream, let me know. But for the most part, I am just gonna do when it's convenient for me, which is not convenient for my boyfriend. He was on the Discord call earlier, but like he can listen in and talk, but he can't exactly watch the stream because he's at work during this time of the day. So yes, he was at work and listening to me and talking to me while I was streaming. He might come back later depending on how long I choose to take the stream. I'm just kind of like vibing though. Yeah, Kit says this runs much faster, much better than the last one, which I agree, because when I was trying to view my test stream from like a month ago or whatever, longer than a month ago. I wasn't even in the 10th house. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was a while ago. Okay, yeah, my last test stream, the latency was an hour, and I looked at it on my phone, and it's just constant buffering. Yeah, the latency here seems way better to the point where it's actually kind of inconvenient because I like doing the thing where I turn off my mic, I turn off my headphones, and then turn on the volume on my phone so I can listen on my stream. And the latency is actually so fast that I can no longer hear myself talk in the stream to test audio because it caught up to where I turned off my mic. So the fast latency right now is actually like a problem in that sense. So that means it's a good thing. This is fantastic. I don't even have an Ethernet cable plugged in. This is just my Wi-Fi connection. This is sick. I love this. Thank goodness. I'll just have this up here. This one's really cute. I really like Taya. I just want people to like me and pay attention to me and be interested in my OCs and my story. Hello? Spotlight says, love the random ASMR from Pyro. I am so used to hearing Pyro eat because you know what? I'll draw it.
Yep.
Pyro, I'm gonna draw you again.
You do it.
Yeah, but maybe in not the most flattering way, because instead of describing it, I just want to draw what it looks like.
What, me eating celery?
No, something specifically that you do. I'm teasing you now.
Yeah, I know, but the question is, what's something specifically that I do?
The VR chat dab.
You said the VR chat dab?
I'm just gonna draw this real fast where I'm like...
Oh my.
So...
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Get the bottom of the hoodie here.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, the bottom of the hoodie doesn't look like that. The bottom of the hoodie is like this. Actually, it's really interesting. Get some hoodie details here, and then give him his little shark tail.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There, that's Pyro.
Oh, so that's what happens whenever I go AFK. Oh,
Whenever you're like doing this dab, and it's not like an intentional like, yeah, I'm dabbing on purpose. I'm dabbing on the haters. It's not that. It's your avatar just goes into this pose that looks like a dab. That like, it's very similar, but like not the same energy at all. And this is like usually the pose you go into when you're snacking.
you gotta call it I call it the AFK dab.
The AFK dab. I'll write that. It's this like oddly specific thing that you do.
That sounds like me.
And I'm like, I'm not sure if you're aware of what it looks like, but like every time I see you in this dab pose, I'm like, oh, he's either eating something or he's looking at his phone. And then I listen in and I'm like, well, I'm not hearing eating sounds, so he's on his phone. And I'm like, I don't know why his avatar always goes in this pose, but it does. It's just something I noticed you do.
Oh my.
This is Pyro dabbing on the haters.
You know, actually, since you drew that picture of me cutting celery, I think I might want you to. I don't know. I might actually want to commission you just for you to do this.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. Anyway, this one is also coming your way.
Oh
Discord,
yeah.
Pyro. There you go.
I gotta.
There you go. There's your...
I have like an album dedicated. Let's see. I gotta figure out where I.
me go right here. Let's see. I have a album that's dedicated to all the art that I've got out of like all my OCs.
Yeah.
And let me say, in total, there is 176 photos, including one video.
Well, thanks to my streams, expect that number to go up a lot if you're including dumb doodles. Because I am the master of doing really dumb doodles. It's just what I do.
Yes.
We've got a friend in the chat named Cringe Weeb. Hi!
Cringe weeb.
Yeah, why not? Why not post cringe? Give me a good reason not to do that.
Yes.
I'll post cringe. Unless it's the type of cringe that makes me cringe. Like, I cannot stomach even being ironic about Minions. I can't do it. Don't make me do it. But I'll be like ironic cringe about Shrek all day. I'm fine with that. Hello, greetings. I'm gonna double check my channel and I'm gonna refresh it because I want to see if because I did, yeah, I gained 2 subs today. Again, like I lose every time I post, anytime I have any activity on YouTube, I lose 1 sub and I gain 2 subs. So that's just what happened today as of this stream. I was checking. Cringe Weep says it's almost Christmas, and I say it's almost Halloween. Guys, I got good news. It's almost Halloween. I'm going to play VR chat as much as I do already, and I'm going to wear a skeleton avatar and a different skeleton avatar every day that I'm online VR chat in October. It's freaking amazing. With the reminder, hey friends, if you want to hang out with me a lot, I highly recommend getting VR chat. It is free. You can download it for free and play it for free. And you can play it with it just on your desktop. You don't need a VR headset. And this is my new favorite way of hanging out with people. Go ahead and just add me as a friend. I'm just Vicky Violet. Just add me as a friend. And this is my new favorite way of hanging out with people. And if it's the middle of the day and you're like, huh, I wonder if Vicky is online, and then you just open it up to check, it is a high probability that I am online in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, by all means, harass me. That would be great.
No.
Absolutely, by all means. I am addicted to VR chat. It is a problem. And I want to convert more people to the absolute chaotic nonsense that is this stupid game. But if you're not into the chaotic nonsense, well, good news. There's also chill worlds and stuff where we can just be completely chill. And if you just want to chill out and chat with me, like, I'm up for going into chill worlds too. That's cool. Man, like...
Oh.
My boy Carmen here is so pale. I mean, it's my fault for designing him to be a white alien, but like a pasty white alien, but he's so hard to see compared to the background. And I gave him like pastel pink hair. Like that's how I designed the character. I wanted him to be pastel goth boy. And I'm just remarking about like how hard it is to see him against my background. If I were to be like full like, yeah, here's my desktop background, which is also white, he just kind of disappears. Yeah, see if your PC can run VR chat. It can be a little intensive, and don't feel bad if it crashes a lot. That's just VR chat, that's not your computer. I mean, part of it will be your computer. Bless you, Pyro. I think you sneezed.
Thank you.
Yeah, VR chat is just kind of a buggy mess and is likely to crash. So don't be too surprised if the game crashes on you a lot. Yeah, man, my laptop would not be able to support VR chat, I guarantee it. That is like the most dirt laptop. And I'm so happy to be on this new PC. You know what? I'll bring up an art to show how happy I am about my new PC that I drew and have not posted anywhere for some reason. There it is. I don't know if anybody's seen this one. I showed it to my boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's my new persona, the avatar of which I'm keeping secret for now. That's just why I'm just using my OC Carmen here today. And last test stream I used my avatar made of Mabel.
Your Mabel army.
Yeah, I'm making my Legion of Mabels.
Your Legion of Mabel.
Yeah, I'm making a Legion of Mabels.
LOM.
What?
LOM.
LOM?
Legion of Mabel.
Oh, Legion of Mabels. Okay.
There you
Gotcha.
go.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. Just in general.
No, you're fine.
Some audio tracks, some music tracks are louder than others, and I keep changing the volume, and I'm like, I hope there's a better way for me to control this. And I don't know if it becomes too loud for you guys too, or if it's just me, because I am hearing my music at the same time, which thank goodness. I love being able to hear my background music.
What does hippie need cardboard for?
Who knows?
Good one.
Hey kid, what are you getting cardboard for, baby?
That's true.
I'm curious about your creative endeavors. Join us. Join us on my streams. Eventually, I will get through the test streams and do real streams, which I will alternate between wacky, high-time, fun jinx. I don't care about saying that in the right order. And I'll be alternating between chill streams where we can just sit back, relax. I'm just working on art I need to work on, and you guys can work on art that you need to work on. You guys can draw, you can crochet, like whatever you're working on, just chill out with me. Like, I'm gonna be doing both. Because sometimes I've got art I need to do, and this feels like an excuse to procrastinate. So I need to dedicate some actual time to getting some artwork done. Maybe I'll make this image like my end card. Let me go try to do that. So if I were to go to here, I'm gonna turn off duck. If I go to plus image.
Cardboard is to protect your
Create
LOZ.
new
Let me
game
go on this,
card.
because I finally got a package thing the right size to mail it to you.
Oh, I think I know what she's shipping. And I assume physical copy because that would make more sense. Yes, Kit. I just received my Nintendo Switch yesterday, and sister and I have started playing Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I also have a Nintendo Switch friend code that I can give you later if you want it.
What is LOZSS? That's something I want.
Oh, Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword.
Oh.
You know, one of my favorite games of all time. Let's see, what am I looking for? Oh yeah. I am so distracted, and I may or may not have ADHD. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So if I were to put this down, I'm gonna see how that looks in stream. Is that just covering up everything? That might be a good thing. Because the point is I'm trying to find, like, maybe I'll make like an end card thing that's like, oh, I'm done with stream, and I give it like a minute of buffer and have an end card. And this might be a just dandy end card. Drawing programs fill so much on my computer. Yes, they do.
Oh, not your end card.
Yeah, my end card appears to be taking up the whole thing, which is actually a good thing, because then I don't have to worry about closing the magic mirror right away.
Mm-hmm.
So if I toggle it, whoop, yeah, I'm back. Let's do Radio Boy. Let's put him back on. Yeah, that looks good. And just have very distracting GIFs. I could have all the GIFs on at once, but that would just be complete overload. I don't know if people would like it. It's like, what are you being so tacky and annoying for? What's with all these GIFs playing at the same time? Spot says, I agree, that'd be good for an end card. And you know what? I should, because I drew that, and I was intending it to be like a thumbnail, to be like, wowie, look at me, I just got my new PC. Like, I'm so happy I just got my new PC. Wow. Because that's what the drawing was all about, is how happy I was to get my PC. That I got specifically for streaming. And I'm only on test stream number 2. But please, do not blame me. I just moved. I just moved. There was a lot I had to work around, and I haven't had time. But now I have time again. Test streams are coming back. I'm gonna try to do these regularly until I'm ready for regular streams, and then I'll do those regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Opinion on Has Been Hotel. I love Has Been Hotel. I am not as crazy about Hell of a Boss, but it's good.
You know, honestly, I kind of figured that, like, VisiPop, they just kind of left the pilot for Has Been Hotel on for a while, and they haven't made any new episodes because I think they've noticed that Hell of a Boss has been kind of taken off.
I mean, this is a rumor, so I don't know if it's true, but somebody told me the reason they're not making more Has Been Hotel is because they actually got a deal with a station or a streaming service or something like that to help fund the rest of the series. I don't know if this is true, but that's what I heard. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. So that way, like, you know, Has Been Hotel's like, you know, you watch it through a streaming service, and then Hell of a Boss is like the free show that's on the side. That's just on YouTube. I'm like, that sounds fine. But if we're just comparing the two side by side, I'm easily like, yes, Has Been Hotel is the story I'm actually interested in. It has the characters that I'm actually interested in. Hell of a Boss is okay. I still enjoy watching it because every time a new episode comes out and I watch it, I'm like, whoa, this animation is stunning. Like, I'm blown away by the animation every time I watch it. I'm like, the animation is like way too dang good.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's like, credit goes to the animators and not anyone else. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be like, just the animators deserve all the credit for how wonderful this project is. Of course, obviously, I should still give credit to the voice actors and stuff. And I still hear people being like, oh my gosh, did you know that, like, the voice actor of Moxie in Hell of a Boss is also Invader Zim? And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's also the voice of the main protagonist in the video game Psychonauts, but y'all sleeping on that, aren't ya?
Caught everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. I'm like, also, you know, if you watch Invader Zim, you probably also watched The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Billy is also the same voice actor. You know, just random fun factoids. But, like, people are like, man, I really love Richard Horvitz. He's the voice of Invader Zim, and now he plays Moxie in Hell of a Boss. And I'm like, you guys are blatantly ignoring one of the best games that's just right under your nose. So, like, everybody please play Psychonauts. I freaking love that game. I'm weeping a little. Alright, I've been ignoring the chat while I was on this tangent. I'm gonna look at the chat now.
Do you think there's like a way that you can like pull like the stream chat onto like your desktop so you can
I
see
don't
it?
know how to do it,
no-
but I can probably look it up. Because yeah, I think it would be cute to have like the display of the chat in the corner, and then I don't know, from what I understand, it's like an overlay. So what you're seeing now, so like you guys see a GIF of Radio Demon up in the corner. I actually don't see that, because that's an OBS thing. I have that image, that GIF there in the corner via OBS. So I open OBS and I can see that the GIF is in the corner and it's playing. And I put OBS down and I actually don't see the GIF. So that means I can still interact with this corner of my screen without worrying about a GIF being in the way. I can probably do that with my avatar too, which I honestly should. I should figure out how to do that same function with my avatar, because yes, my avatar is in the way of buttons in the corners, especially in my Photoshop. Everybody drink water, I'm losing my voice. Drink water. Oh no. I've been talking constantly for 2 hours. Okay, I haven't read the chat yet. I got distracted again. Drink water, guys. Drink water. Okay, I just finished reading the chat. Okay, so, Psychonauts. I'm a huge Psychonauts fan. Psychonauts 2 just came out this past week. No, I haven't played it yet. Yes, Kit, hydrate. That's what I've been saying for years. So yeah, I absolutely adore Psychonauts. It has a lot of really fascinating things to say about mental health, which is surprising because this game came out in 2005 for the PS2. It's an old game. So the fact that it came out with a sequel at all is incredible because, you know, it's just kind of like one of those cult classic things. And for some reason, the developers were like, yeah, even though the game is like 10 years old, like, let's go make a sequel. Everybody wants it. And then 5 years later, Psychonauts 2 finally releases. Like, this is a late sequel, but certainly a well-deserved one, and I hope I mean that because I haven't played it yet. I'm just excited that it exists. Like, I'm stoked for this. I'm so stoked for it. Yeah, I'm trying to finish a current file on Psychonauts, and when I'm done with that, then I will attempt to play Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin. Long story about that one. That's an in-between game. And then I will play Psychonauts 2, which already I've heard really good things about from my brother, who's currently playing it. So that's promising. Okay. Yeah, if you have a choice, definitely just play the Steam version of Psychonauts. It runs better. I've still had it crash before, but I mean, it's still probably the best playable version. I first played Psychonauts with an actual PS2, and the PS2 version crashed multiple times. And I have a very fond memory of playing Psychonauts late at night. It was my first file, it was my first time playing it, and I stayed up late, really late playing it, and I didn't want to put it down because I was in the final level and doing the final boss and stuff. And then the game crashed while I was in the middle of that. So I was like, fine, I'll go to bed, I'll pick this up tomorrow. I looked at the clock. It's 7 a.m. Am I right, gamers? Oh gosh. Yeah, I just have a very fond memory of like the PS2 crashed a lot. So I would not recommend playing the PS2 version. Just get it on Steam, it runs a lot smoother and it looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, I have had it crash on Steam, but like once. But on the PS2, I had it crash like 18 times, so not a good time. Just play it on Steam. It'll give you less of a headache. What was the other thing somebody said in the chat that I was going to bring up? Oh yeah, Animal Crossing, because I just got my Nintendo Switch. I'm going to change the arrangement of my character. There we go. Okay, it doesn't like when I do that. Oh no. Oh no, where did I put my character? Carmen? Oh, here it is. Okay. It's like, where'd my boy Carmen go? All right. Taking way too much time to do this. No! Don't do that. Like this. And then I go like this. And then I put that down. And I put that down. There we go. I'm just gonna be a little like, oh, I'm looking at you guys directly. Hi. Animal Crossing. So I just got my Nintendo Switch. My boyfriend also previously sent me a couple of games in the mail. He also got me Age of Calamity and Animal Crossing. And the Switch that I received was a used Switch. And I open it up, and there's a digital copy of Animal Crossing already on the Switch. And my sister and I looked it up, and we're like, would these be two separate files? We don't know much about how the Switch functions. We're like, would this be two different files because there's a digital copy and a physical copy of the game? And the internet was telling us essentially like, no, those will be the same file because it's the same game. And it's not likely to count as separate files unless it's an indie game with two separate publishers. And I'm like, oh, well, this is like a main Nintendo game that's going to be the one publisher. So guaranteed not the case. So I have to look into what's going on, see if my boyfriend wants the physical copy back so he can try returning it and getting his money back or something. But yeah, we already started our file with the digital copy that's already on the Switch. And I bet Kit will love this. My sister and I, because we're doing it together, we're doing Animal Crossing New Horizons together, we restarted the file like 5 times because sister of mine, Aki, is very much into doing her research to know like what she's in control of and what she's not in control of, and she's like, oh, so the main plaza for your island is permanent, you can't move it. So whatever map you pick, like that's what you get, and the maps are randomly generated every time you start a file. So we restarted the file over and over and over again until it randomly generated an island map where the plaza was where we wanted it. And it's not even exactly where we wanted it. We just gave up after a few tries. We're like, okay, well, this one is good enough because we want the plaza to be direct in the center of our island. And that's what we're stuck with. But we also were like, hey, every time we start a file, the 2 starting animals you get for your island are randomized too. And we made a pact. Like, we're like, if we see Raymond, then that's the file we're keeping. No Raymond, but we did make that agreement that if Raymond was one of the randomly generated starter animals, that like that was it. We'd have to pick that. Like we're being real picky about it. So that's our story with Animal Crossing New Horizons. That we did not get very far in the game, to suffice to say, because we spent so much time restarting our file. Yeah, no Raymond, bummer. But yeah, we were looking it up, we're like, because Aki is very strict on doing her research on Animal Crossing. I've known her to make Excel spreadsheets about information about New Leaf. And I'm like, why are y'all doing that? She's like, I must make sure I get the proper bugs to get the most bells and get, you know, whatever else. Like, she's super hardcore about like getting the most out of her work that she puts into the game, and she organizes her stuff. Yeah. I personally am not super familiar with Animal Crossing. My first Animal Crossing was Pocket Camp, which is the mobile one. And my sister and I started playing it because that was the free option. You going somewhere, Pyro? You can leave.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, you'll be right back. You're fine, Pyro. So yeah, my sister and I really wanted New Horizons because it had just come out, and so we played Pocket Camp because that was the free mobile version, and we played that for several months before Nintendo made a very foolish update to the game that they did not, like, they said they were going to update it, so they're like, oh, make sure you have like a Nintendo account attached, and we're like, yeah, we'll make sure we do that. And then we did. And then they like made this update that they didn't say that they were going to do to it that made it unplayable for the majority of Android users. So suddenly my sister and I, like, no longer, we can't play Pocket Camp anymore. And I'm like, that sucks. But for me, it was also kind of a relief because there was this stress to play it every day and do all of the chores and collect all the fruit and talk to all the villagers and water all my flowers, and it was just stressing me out, and like the load times were way too long, and it was just really boring to play. But at least I have some familiarity with Animal Crossing, and some of the characters, and I did have Raymond in my campsite fight me. Because they did start adding some new characters that were appearing in New Horizons into Pocket Camp, and I got Raymond in my campsite. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, Nintendo has been making a lot of very foolish decisions lately, and that update is just one of them. I'm like, Nintendo, I love you, but you're making me question my love for you, but at this point it's Stockholm Syndrome. I just can't leave Nintendo alone. Like, it's absolutely my childhood, it's what I grew up with, and that's what I love. And I can't stop loving them, but it's kind of like an abusive relationship at this point. Gosh, I can dang it. But yeah, so I have a little bit of familiarity with Pocket Camp, and then after their kerfuffle of what Nintendo did to ruin the app for most of its player base, like, I don't know what they were thinking. Now most of your player base can't play your game, and you just lost a bunch of money. Because it did have things you could buy in-game with real money, because that's how mobile apps work, is they want you to do microtransactions. Yeah, that's a bunch of players they no longer have because they made an oopsie. My sister couldn't quite deal with that, so she succumbed to getting Animal Crossing New Leaf, which was a huge splash when it came out. Like, tons of people were raving about how great it was. So my sister's been playing New Leaf ever since, and we only just now got our hands on New Horizons, and we're gonna try to play that one together. Just something relaxing we can do together. So that's my story about Animal Crossing, and I'm wondering if my boyfriend is gonna get home from work anytime soon to get back on the stream, but like, I need to get off the stream. I've been talking for 2 hours and I'm losing my voice. Oh, you still play Pocket Camp? Yeah, we're not there anymore. Nintendo giveth and Nintendo taketh away. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh gosh. Blake, I still play Pokemon Go. Friend me on Pokemon Go. I should just have my Pokemon Go friend code public somewhere. I mean, it is public somewhere. I know where to get it. Let's go to my DeviantArt. Oh boy, I hope there's nothing weird on the front page. Okay. I got worried for a second there. I'm like, oh wait, I'm going to the front page. Okay, here's my profile. And down here is... Okay, where's the show more? Okay. This is not updated very well, but, wait, does this not have it? Oh, maybe it's my Tumblr that has it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna, let me go to my Tumblr. There we go. Okay, here's my Tumblr blog. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of Alistair. Goodbye. Okay, so here's my Tumblr blog. There's a little drawing I did for Pyro. I need to post more. I know, I'm aware. Okay. Pyro go. Okay, so on my Tumblr blog, this might be useful for you to know, I have a button at the very top here that says FAQ. You can click on that, and that'll bring you to this page where I have all of like my basic profile information that's really long-winded, and then links to every other Tumblr blog that I have and run. And then at the very bottom we have every link to any website that I have an account on and that you can friend me on. So like my other social media like DeviantArt, Patreon, Instagram, stuff like that, but then it's also got stuff like Steam if you want to friend me on Steam, Reddit if for some reason you want to friend me on there. Like that one's really random, but I decided to include it anyway because this is just kind of the hub where I have all of my stuff and you can find all of that stuff. And I also have my Discord, I've got my Pokemon Go friend code, my VRChat username. I also have a a Switch friend code now, so I should probably add that too. But if you need to refer to this at any time. Hey, Beast Bird is here! Yo, what up, dog? Wasn't sure if you were gonna show up. Oh gosh. I'm just talking about, excuse me. No, I'm dying. On my Tumblr blog, you can just click FAQ, which is a button right at the top. And this will take you to all of the basic personal information about me. Not personal information. Guys, do not put your personal information online. Do not. This is like stuff I'm fine people with knowing. So the other blogs I run, and then all the links to all of my every social media that I own, including my fan fiction account. If you want to go to the original source where I originally posted my first fan fiction, which you can also find on DeviantArt if you want to read my Undertale fan fiction, but like I think it's funnier if you read it on fanfiction.net. Do not die. Okay, everybody drink water. Yeah, Possessed probably isn't here anymore, but he was here earlier and giving me some advice on my microphone. I'm like, I miss him already. Because he was giving me some good advice on my mic. And I was doing some tests. He was saying, like, you should get a lot closer to your mic. And I'm like, you mean like this? You mean like this? Like, is it clearer? And I was listening to it because I have input-output on my headphones. And I'm like, yeah, that does sound pretty crisp. So I think I'll move my mic. But at another time, I'm going to keep it where it is. Hydrate or dehydrate. Yeah, I'm running out of water. I've had this same water bottle next to me for the past 2 hours during my stream, and I'm sipping out of it now because I don't want to get up and get a new one. I don't want to get up, but now I'm running out of water and I'm losing my voice. Anyway, so here's where you can find my Discord, my Pokemon friend code. I'm also going to put my Nintendo Switch friend code on here, unless people who are more familiar with the Switch can see a problem for making that public. Even with that said, like, nobody views this page, like, nobody knows this is here. But I'm letting you guys know this is here on my Tumblr page. Like, just come to my Tumblr, FAQ button at the top, and there's a bunch of important stuff here. And even though I don't want to have my email public, I have it there just in case, like, somebody more professional wants to commission me, because as far as the industry standard is concerned, which I find this super annoying, like people like Alex Hirsch and other people who work on actual TV shows, when they're looking for artists, they go to Tumblr. I don't know why, but apparently professionals will go to Tumblr seeking out artists. So I do have my email up there in case somebody has a more professional inquiry. And I just, I'm so angry at this. It was during one of Alex Hirsch's live streams a couple years back, I think, where he was talking about like, oh yeah, when I'm looking for artists, I'll go to Tumblr, but I will not go to DeviantArt. And I'm like, what do you mean you won't go to DeviantArt? It's like, oh, we can't take DeviantArt seriously. DeviantArt has lots of, like, you know, kids posting art and lots of fetish artists posting art. And I'm like, so does Tumblr. Every bad thing you can say about DeviantArt, you can also say about Tumblr. Like, this infuriates me, actually. I'm so angry about this. I'm like, yeah, DeviantArt is kind of like falling down a hole at the moment, and I don't like DeviantArt as much as I used to. But this is the history of all of my art that I've ever posted. Like, on Tumblr, it only goes back a few years. But on DeviantArt, it goes as far back as ever since I started posting art on the internet. How many years ago? 14 years ago. This is 14 years of my art gallery. So if you're like, you know, like an aspiring artist and you're like, man, this person can draw so good, wowie, and you want proof that I used to draw badly, look no further than my DeviantArt gallery and just scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, it's hot garbage. Oh, it's bad. I'm going to demonstrate. I will show you guys how sucky it can be. Let's go to fan art. Let's go to, which folder was it? Anime. Let's go all the way to the bottom so I don't have to scroll through as much. Look at it. Look at it with your eyes. This was drawn in 2007. Every young artist who uses Photoshop for the first time draws exactly like this, to the T. And I sit here and laugh because I did the exact same thing. Nothing has changed. This is so funny to me. It's so miserable. I'm just like, just right down to like the pixelated lines where it's like, oh yeah, I drew that on paper and then I scanned it, but I scanned it on like black and white mode, and then I colored with mud, and then I used like a weird effect brush to like make an abstract background. Like everything beginner artists with digital do is right here. I did it. Here's proof. It's hideous. It's freaking hideous, dude. And then let's bring up this one because it's a traditional example. Colored pencil. Ugh. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that. Ugh. You know, just as an example, like I think like a lot of people will be like, oh, it's my old art, you shouldn't look at that anymore, get rid of it. And I know a lot of artists that delete their stuff. They're like, oh, this is really old artwork, I need to delete it. But I'm very adamant that this stuff should stay up. At least for me. I think like this stuff is really interesting to look at because it's history and you can see how far an artist has come. It's like, oh, how old were you when you drew that? So like, you know, I'll have middle schoolers like try to compare their artwork to mine, and I'm like, dude, I'm not your age. I've been drawing for a really, really long time. I've probably been drawing longer than you've been alive. If you want the definition of like, how long have you been drawing? Or how long have you been taking drawing seriously or whatever? Probably since I was in middle school, certainly. And I'm like, if you're gonna compare your art to mine, you need to compare your art to what I was drawing when I was your age. That'll give you a much better comparison. But also don't compare your art to other people. Compare your art to yourself. So I can compare my art to my old art, like this old garbage that I drew back in the day, and be like, yeah, that was terrible. Good. I can see what's wrong with it. I can see how it could be better. Also, with that in mind, I do want to do an art challenge sometime where I want you guys to pick a really old artwork from my DeviantArt gallery. Like, if you want old art, you have to go to the DeviantArt one. Because again, this is the only place that has it. Pick something from a friggin' long time ago that you'd like me to redraw, and I want to redraw it with the same materials that I did. So if you pick a digital piece, I'll redraw it with Photoshop. If you pick a traditional piece, I'll redraw it with colored pencils and stuff. Depending on what you guys pick, I don't want you to worry about the materials. Just pick something where you're like, oh, that like was a good concept, but looks terrible, but draw it again. I want you guys to pick one. I think that would be a fun art challenge sometime. Cursed Bandicoot, where? I'm confused. Spot says that cursed Crash Bandicoot, lol, and I'm like, what? What Cursed Bandicoot? I've never drawn Crash Bandicoot in my entire life. I would know. What are you talking about? I'm looking around. I'm like, what could be mistaken for Crash Bandicoot? Oh! I retract my previous statement. Oh my gosh. Like, this was from a live stream. I'm so ashamed right now. that was an art request in the chat. Someone told me to draw this. Whoa. Oh gosh, I completely. Okay, hang on. There's a similar one in here somewhere. Did I ever post it? Please tell me I posted it. Yes, here it is. It's just hidden behind Carmen. This is a separate request where somebody asked Papyrus in that style, including all the noises he makes, which I will not replicate, especially with how much I'm losing my voice right now. I'm not gonna bother replicating that noise. Oh yeah, Kit still really wants a sticker of the Link one. So Kit, I'm pretty sure I did make it into a sticker, and it's extremely possible that Redbubble removed it. So I will just add it again, but give it different hashtags so Redbubble doesn't recognize it as fan art, and try not to remove it, because Nintendo started removing a bunch of Nintendo related fan art, which freaking blows. So yeah, for my sticker sets, because of like the risk of like the copyright strikes, I'm gonna put significantly less hashtags on those things. But yeah, I am gonna try to get back into updating my Redbubble page and putting the sticker sets back up. Cause yeah, I would like to get back into it. So yeah, that's kind of like a really funny incentive to get people to request things in the chat. Is where I'm like, I'm doing random wacky doodles and it looks like this, and I'll make them into sticker sets and you can buy them. Just a lot of hot garbage. Just stuff like that. I can't believe I forgot about the cursed Crash Bandicoot. I feel so stupid right now. I'm like, I've never drawn Crash Bandicoot in my entire life. I would know. Then what's this? Then what's this, Vicky? Oh, I'm such a knucklehead. Alright. Oh my gosh. It's gonna go to... I'm gonna Carmen a little lower because I'm trying to reach these arrows. There we go. I'm just gonna go to my... Carmen is way too big. I didn't shrink him. Just gonna put him off to the side. There we go. Hi, Carmen. I'm just gonna have this on screen so people know I make garbage. It's like, in case you forgot. Oh, you know what this one reminds me of? The crows from A Hat in Time. It reminds me that I need to post it on one of the A Hat in Time Facebook groups, because on one of them that I follow, somebody else shared this art in there and didn't credit me, and I never got around to saying anything because I was busy. So yes, to this day, people will still reshare my artwork on Facebook groups. It still happens. And I'm like, I'm not even like that popular of an artist, like nobody knows me. And it still happens. And you know what? Maybe people would know me better if you linked back, idiots. Is it really so hard to link back or name the artist you took it from, okay? It's not difficult, you jackals. I'm so mad about this. Let me go find the artwork where I talk about this exact thing. It's down here. I gotta find the Undertale section. Yeah, here it is. Read it and weep, boys. Thank you, Kit. She has a mighty need for that particular artwork of the sticker. If I had more friends in the chat, in the the Discord chat, I would have them read this off for me because I don't have a voice to read it. But yeah, I was getting real tired of people doing this, and especially like when Undertale came out and fan art was blowing up, and I was drawing fan art like constantly for Undertale. Like my art was blowing up, appearing on Facebook pages as well. And here's the thing, even if it's not my artwork, this was an active problem for me as a viewer. And that's why this frustrates me so much, is because You know, I'd see other Undertale fan art shared, or other fan art in general, and I'm like, wow, I really love that art. I would love to track it down and reblog it. But nowhere on the post would they share the link, or say who the artist is, or anything. They would just be like, credit to artist, or like, oh, I found it on Google. Or my new least favorite one, oh, I found it on Pinterest. This infuriates me as a viewer, because that means I cannot give that artist the view and reblog that they earned. Like, they made something that made me smile, they made something that made me laugh, and I can't find it. I can't find the source. Because whoever posted it on Facebook didn't bother. And they're like, oh, well, I found it on Google, and then Google just linked to Pinterest. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Google constantly gives me Pinterest as the source, and I'm like, never, ever, ever has Pinterest ever been the source for artwork. That's not the real source. Pinterest is just another site that steals stuff. I hate it with a passion. Do not. And yeah, this is just infuriating. Like, people are tired of hearing artists whine about this stuff, but we'll stop whining when you stop doing this crap, okay? Come on. It's not difficult. Oh yeah, Pyro, by all means, like, go take care of yourself. I don't need to be streaming anymore. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm not testing anything else in particular. I'm just kind of like chewing the fat and talking about garbage and stuff. Pyro, you're fine. Pyro, you are a good boy. Listen to me, you are a very good boy. Go take care of yourself, okay? Go take care of yourself. Enjoy the little doodles I did for you earlier and hang them up on your fridge. Go do that. And yes, generally I should end stream. I'm losing my voice. My voice is suffering. Thank you for the subscriber. I need to make a new YouTube banner. The one I have is absolutely hideous. This thing looks terrible. I'm gonna make it more focused on my VTuber avatar. You know, this thing, if it'll stay up, this thing. I'm gonna put Carmen over here, who cares? Yeah, this is like a drawing I did of my VTuber. I want it to focus on her, but part of me still really wants to keep the pony motif in there somewhere. And Beastbird knows why. Beastbird knows my channel in particular has a really funny history with my pony Sona, and I don't want to get rid of it. So I think I'm still gonna have her in the banner somewhere. Just somewhere else. It's like the pony Sona is way too much of a meme on my channel. If you want to know what I'm talking about, scroll down. Go to Frisk Wants Privacy, this video right here, and peruse the comments section. At the time that I uploaded this video, my profile icon was my pony Sona. I obviously have changed it since, and I do plan on changing it again to represent my VTuber. But yeah, a great majority of the comments on this video, let's just say, are pony related. You get to find out why. And someday I plan on making a video about that in particular because it makes me laugh so much. It's like, this isn't going anywhere. This, like, the comment section is like way too funny, and it's such a relic on my channel. This is very good stuff to me. Let's see. Also, I will be posting a video on my channel after the stream today. So, I mean, you don't have to watch it right away. But it's 15 seconds. I made another S post. Is there anything else I wanted to say before I close off? I mean, I'm pretty much done. Like, I don't have anything else to test at the moment because the most testing I have to do is listen back on this stream right now to see how the audio levels are going. Apparently at the beginning I was completely mute, so that sucks. Who knows, I might have said something funny. Now you'll never know. Okay, I'm just gonna close this out and reminder to hit me up on VR chat. I love VR chat. I'm horribly addicted. You might see me wearing this avatar. Or you might not. I might be wearing a galaxy cat. You don't know. I have a lot of avatars in there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else I need to be testing at the moment. So I'll just, yeah, expect more frequent test streams like this. And yeah, eventually, like when I get comfortable with the tech, then we'll do real live streams where we can really, really go buck wild with the crazy art requests, and then we can have genuine like chill time where we're drawing together or crafting together. Like whatever you guys are working on creatively, I want you to join me for the chill streams and work on your creative stuff. So that is it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and supporting my hot garbage. And I will see you guys later.